again. Hopefully, you've not muffed up your mic. Hopefully we've fixed the external camera now, so you guys should hopefully see some buses or stuff moving in front of the aircraft, and it should be all good.
Good morning.
Layth's here. He's
Hello.
very happy at 4 AM.
I have had sufficient sleep.
Or 3 hours.
Or
More than me, so.
Yeah, exactly. I got 2 seconds of you amazing people. Oh, Benny, bedtime for me. Just as I get here.
Bye, Benny.
Bye, Benny. Love you. Need that one, maybe.
So yes, we've been fixing a few of the issues that we had in the last one. So obviously the external view was a bit laggy, which we fixed. We restarted it, we've reconnected to VATSIM, but we'll do a quick radio check just to make sure that's all working. But other than that, unless we have to rerun no, that's the boost server, isn't it? Simon, are you still here?
I am.
Ah, hello.
Oh, hello, Simon.
Hello. I'm trying to think if the boost server needs to be redone for the audio for VATSIM, because it's quite on
Just have a
ground.
quick look.
Yeah, so while we're doing that, which we've already done, the prize for this flight is a choice for this one. So whoever wins has the choice of the 737 immersion pack or the 747 immersion pack by Parallel 42, which is obviously designed for the PNDG 737 and the PNDG 747. So whoever wins that prize will have a choice. So it's exactly the same as before. £5 is the minimum donation to be put into the Urn of Joy, which is behind us and actually in the sim this time, not having to use a cup. So yes, if all donations from now until we shut down the engines in Beijing, everything will go into the pot.
The bottom measure.
How many sectors have you guys done so far? This is my 4th.
My 3rd.
Yeah, 4th sector.
I got one after this, that'll be my 4th.
Yeah, so
Data uplink.
I'll just see if
I should feel we wanted.
I've had a look, and
Yeah.
the boost server looks all right
okay,
as far as I can see.
Here. And ground speed 47 Charlie, radio check. Hello, refresh. It'd be annoying because we can't see if there's any traffic around.
No. So that should be fueling, shouldn't it, Johnny?
So if you
Y
press
there.
Y there, it should start refueling, yes.
Guess weather in the meantime. Where are we? ZSSS?
ZSSS. Quick crew change, yes, because we were fairly late on the last one, and obviously we're fixing the issues, so we're kind of straight back in. Who's the crew this time? I'm obviously here from last time, but I've moved to the captain seat now. Layth's looking at Donald Trump on
I'm trying to get
Twitch.
the chat up, but I just opened Twitch and Donald Trump's the first thing on.
And that's Layth.
Hello.
He's coming along, he's in the FOC.
I'm flying the next sector as well. Well, I'm going to try and fly.
Whoever's connected on the ground in Shanghai, can you see if you can see us? If we're on the network.
Terminal 2, apparently.
We're on Terminal 2, yeah.
240.
Down 246.
246.
Yeah, we're here, so it's just the voice that's, so audio for VATSIM's not.
Should we try another frequency?
Let me see.
What's the 181?
That's Tower.
Give it a go.
I've refreshed it already. Would have heard something. Music just started again. Who's out there messing with the PC to play music?
So you can see us, just can't hear us. It's in full.
What's the frequency for delivery? It'll probably be
This is the name I've got. There we go.
So delivery is 12175.
Those names there if you want to have a look at it.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're fueling up. Good.
Oh, I haven't done any of the fuel stuff yet. Delivery, Speedboat 47 Charlie, radio check. Nothing.
Okay, still no voice. How's it looking, Simon?
I'm just having a look to see. Ah, hang on. Try now.
Yeah,
I can hear
I
something.
hear people now.
Right, let's see if I can do a quick radio check.
Is it long clearance?
While that's doing that, I will do that. We're going to ZBAA, are we?
ZBAA.
The new one.
It's quite a key for clearance, guys. You know, okay.
Okay, that's fine. We're not in a rush. Yeah. Delivery, hello. Speedbird 47 Charlie, just a quick radio check. Thank you very much.
Sweet. Cool. Cool. We've got weather. I'm not sure which runway to use for so I'll wait on that to get a clearance.
Yeah, it should be 36 left or 36 right. We're on 36 left would make sense for us.
Yeah.
That's. Did you do it on arrival or did you do it on departure?
That's the fun.
Yeah, so shouldn't matter. So it doesn't say which one we're doing.
Yeah, we can wait.
Where
till
does the
clearance.
music play from?
That's on the Twitch PC.
Morning, Rich.
It
Oh, is the music
I
playing
don't
on
think I
stream?
can get to that from
It's
here.
on. No, you're not. If you run out, it's on. It'll be on Chrome.
On the one on the left.
Yeah, on the left.
Yeah.
Don't know why it started playing though. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Cool, let's grab all my stuff as well ready. Done. Yes, yeah, that's good. Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat at the moment, guys. I will try and do it quickly. Huh? What, it's on face at the moment. That's fine at the moment because obviously we're not doing anything. So we'll
Yeah.
change
Do you
it.
want to put me on?
Oh yeah. Are you? I think we may have left the Zoom call.
I think I'm still on.
I think we left it. I think because we were resetting everything.
Ah, yes.
I think Layth's gonna go and reset that.
Ready for stable clearance information.
Oh, ZBAA, not bad.
Go ahead to corner 7479.
Against the old scenery.
748. You're clear to destination via Sun Road. Runway 3.
Huh?
Left. Initial. Quadrant 748 to delivery.
Corner 748, go ahead.
Right, we're going to
Quadrant
the.
748 ready for stable clearance.
Cool. Let's see if that works.
Affirmative, go ahead.
Quadrant 748. You're clear to destination via Sun
Do-do-do-do.
Road. Runway 36 left. Pika 71.
Good stuff's going in. That's always a good sign.
Initial altitude 900 meters on QH 1023.
Perfect. So that is good.
Got
We are BA
6332.
W47 Charlie.
Approach 120.3.
Depart. We'll get that shortly. Everything
Clear
else should be
distance
good
by
in there.
Runway 36 left. Pika 71 departure.
Perfect.
Initial 900 meters on QH
Great.
1023. Squawk 6332. Departure frequency 120.
Right, route reserves 8.2. 53.
53. Is that correct?
And cruising at 1,600, which is
767, sir. Can you just confirm that you've received our flight plan now?
put 1600, 381, 381. Huh? Hopefully you guys should see Simon now. Let us know if you can, Simon. Let us know if you can see.
Received our flight plan. We disconnected, reconnected, and refiled as requested.
Okay. Document 767 already received clearance information.
Are you back, Simon?
Hi,
on
Jeff.
the thing?
Hi, Rayburn.
Simon's back. Good.
Perfect, yeah. You should see the back of our heads and Simon.
Oh, you swapped to that view, have you?
Yeah, well, I tried to do front one, it didn't come up, so I did the back one.
Okay,
next to
that's fine.
Simon.
Perfect.
Message, sir.
So that's doing that. I've just got the winds and stuff. You've
Okay.
got performance, or you're getting.
I was waiting for the runway.
Oh, I'll get a clearance then.
Yep.
Ready for receive clearance
What
information.
we got.
What would you see in the chat?
Right.
What's everyone getting for departure runway? We just use that for performance. Probably
Fine, still grab us too.
767, you're clear to our destination via left land road, runway 36 left.
Got 36 left.
71 departure. Initial altitude 900 meters on QNH 1023. Squawk
QNH gone up.
1023, yeah.
departure contact approach 120.6.
Tell Horgy is there.
Battalion 767 is cleared to Beijing capital via runway 36 left, PCAS 71.
I should have the weather off you for a sec.
900 meters initially
winds
on
on.
QNH 1023. Departures on 120.3 and squawking 6341. Britannia 767.
Britannia 767 is the background.
Oh,
Thank you very much, sir.
the conversion of meters per second, not
Double it.
double it. Okay.
Britannia 767. Please set your squawk code. Squawk code set. Contact ground 121.6.
Squawk code set and ground on 121.6 for Britannia 767. Thank you very much, sir.
So Johnny and Layth are just getting everything set up.
Yes.
Very good morning, Singapore
Trying to.
1257 information, Charlie requesting IFR clearance, the Beijing capital.
Sierra India Alpha 1257 clearance standby.
Okay, I wonder if I could hear stuff.
Just swipe down.
He's turned the, he's turned the volume up on this.
Yeah, there you go.
国航1532是吧？国航1532。国航1532分胜第5。
Delivery, good afternoon, Speedbird 47 Charlie, 1 stand 246 with information, Bravo, QNH 1023 requesting clearance.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, confirm your altitude is 11,600 feet.
Affirm, that's what, so 11,600 meters.
Okay, 11,600 meters is flight level 381, sir.
Yes, that's correct.
Nothing wrong with it?
Speedbird 47 Charlie, I will help you to change your flight plan altitude change to flight level 361. So I ready for receive clearance information.
Ready to copy.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, you have priority and you are clear to destination via Flapan Road, runway 36 left. Initial altitude 900 meters on QNH 1023. Squawk 6315. Departure contact approach 120.3.
Thank you very much. Cleared off runway 36 left. Initial climb altitude at 900 meters on the QNH 1023. Squawk 6345 and departure 120.3. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, squawk 6315 and initial altitude 900 meters.
6315 and altitude 900 meters on QNH 1023. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
47 Charlie with background.
Sweet.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So we've had an Emmental cruising altitude there, haven't we? 361,
Yes,
he said.
361, yeah.
Okay. Got loads of fuel.
Speedbird
No big deal.
Exactly, yes, there's no
Pretty
issues
much a
there.
penalty at all, should it?
5.
Since then we've had a print of performance.
Lovely.
Delivery,
Thank you
Your Royal Highness.
so much. Are you ready to get some of this?
Are you firm?
748.
Down,
take a 0.
Ground
That's up.
1.6.
Jamie, good morning. Doing well. How are you doing?
Oh, went it low. So 0 fuel weight is 215. So critical data entry of save.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
At 215.
I think it's a gross weight of 251.
251. So lovely. I'll do the 2521. So that's all good there. So can you guess what the selected temperature is?
Probably 61.
Yeah. How did you
I
guess?
just did the numbers in my head
61,
quickly there. 61. Perfect.
Clearance Aussie
There should be no terrain, so
121.
we'll take. We'll do climb 2 actually. We're okay
Climb
with
2?
climb 2. Yeah.
Okay.
And on takeoff. Flaps 20.
A firm.
And C of G, I've got
20?
23.
Oh, 23.
Confirm concern.
And speeds 134.
Confirm Aussie 121.
Oh, 134.
134.
I can see you.
3, 4.
And 146.
We
146.
Which I'm just gonna apologise in advance because obviously
They're going to delete it, are they?
may not, but we probably will.
Did we get a SID in the clearance?
No, but I'm gonna guess it's the same as everyone else.
The 7 Delta?
Yeah.
Oh, they're gone, yeah. The
Yeah.
134, 134, 146.
34, 34, and 146.
Okay. We'll sit in there. Happy with that?
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
So 900 meters is 3,000, so that's fine.
Yeah, that'll do.
Perfect. That's all going well now. After all that little bit of a faffet. So Sid.
Getting ready for work this early, Chewy. Chewy, Jammy. Someone else said Chewy in the chat, so I read Chewy. Jammy.
Make us click, dude. Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much. 7-1 Delta. Okay, perfect.
Cool, that's what we're doing.
So who's joining us this morning in the chat? I know a few guys are waiting for clearance. Sorry about that, we got a priority. Apologies. But who's flying along? What are you flying in? What are your call signs? We'll listen out for you. Yeah?
Exactly, yeah, we're listening out.
Aussie 121, go ahead.
Right, that's on the taxis. Hawkeye hasn't pinned any of these annoyingly. So
So we finished refueling here, so I'll close.
yes,
Put on the
that
seat
one.
bus.
Ready for receive clearance information
That
and
one.
confirm.
Cool.
To
do a quick brief
you can
before we get
Yeah,
going.
let's have a brief.
So at the moment, yeah, so getting out here is relatively straightforward actually. Taxi wise, expecting, we're obviously on term apron 2 here.
Yeah.
We'll most likely expect to go out probably Delta 11 again,
Yeah.
and then down Charlie all the way down
Just
to
a
the
parallel
end.
all the way to the end.
Just literally parallel, Hotel 6, Hotel 7. Obviously Hotel 7 is what we calculated for full length. Departure, nice and straightforward again. They like straightforward departures out here.
Very anti-faff.
Very anti-faff indeed. So pretty much straight ahead, 003 to Sierra Sierra, sorry, to, well it's pretty much a left hand turn.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just coughing on my own bloody thin. So yeah, pretty much out left turn at 660 feet, or 660 meters I should say, heading out towards, sorry that is 660 feet, left turn towards 00502, 250 knots,
Yep.
which we'll be doing anyway, so that's fine, and then onwards, and we do have another restriction, CRCS 306, 118, sorry, this is 71 isn't it, we're on,
Yeah, 7-1
just
Delta.
ignore everything I just said.
We had
Oh
502.
no, that was right, yeah, so that was alright, so we don't need to worry about that.
We get to
And then
Pomok.
up to Picas.
Yeah. Pomok 320,
and
then
then-
PCAS.
yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Perfect. That's all
Awesome.
good there. Nothing terrain-wise to worry about. MSA in the area. What do you make as the most restricting MSA?
Well, can't find the plate, and my glasses aren't good enough to read on yours, but whatever it says in the
3,700.
37 on the right. And
Is,
what's up
yeah, so
top left?
4,000 will keep us safe.
Okay.
if
What is
we
that in
have
the top
issues.
left as well, on that second segment?
Up here?
Yeah.
2,300.
Okay.
But obviously we're going in the lower sector, but
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
have any issues,
Of course.
4,000 will keep us safe everywhere around.
Okay, perfect.
That's
That's it. So that's in feet on the plate.
so it's
So I hope
just,
it's not 4,000
so-
meters. We need to be.
so yeah, so these in the blue are all, they're all feet.
Right.
And the conversions are here, up here on the right. So 4930 is 150, sorry, 1,500 meters.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
so it's all on the chart
Perfect.
with the conversions. So that's the thing as well, because obviously you're not used to flying in China.
No,
I'm
not
not
really.
used to flying in China, but I've done it a little bit now.
Yeah.
So it's all in meters, so it's still a bit different.
All the way to cruisers meters. Yeah.
Yes, in China
Uh-huh.
it's up to meters. Obviously we've got meters on here.
Yeah, on my
which is
side as
all
well.
Showing.
910
Um,
current showing.
yeah.
Close enough, isn't it, for
And
900?
Yeah, exactly. And just when the clearances, they'll give you like climb 2,000 meters on QNH whatever, or
Yep.
they say on standard.
Oh, okay.
So then you
Got
know,
it.
yeah. So that's kind of the way they do it, slightly
Perfect.
differently.
And there is a slight conversion there in the SID.
Yeah,
plate,
exactly.
we've
So
got
on the
that.
SID plate, it shows all the feet into meters.
Yeah. Perfect.
I can't really think of anything else to say really, because it's fairly straightforward out here.
Yeah, I have no questions.
Yeah. What time will we due out? Now, pretty much.
I think 5:05 it was, something like that.
Okay, we're not doing too badly then, so
Yeah.
we can get going.
Sure.
That's all done. I'll take it before start checklist.
Pre-flight check?
Pre-flight checklist.
Okay, pre-flight checklist, inspections and security,
Is completed.
oxygen,
Tested 100%.
flight instruments.
We got heading 313, QNH 1023, that gives me 70 feet.
Yeah, checked. Parking brake.
Is...
Yep. Fuel control switches.
Are cut off.
PFD.
I've got 146, Toga Toga, LNF, VNAV, and 3000.
Checked. Takeoff speeds.
Take off the beats. 134, 134, 146.
Yep. And CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Taxi takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Beautiful.
Cool. Do you want to see if you can do some pressurization?
Ground flight deck.
Hello, flight deck ground here.
Hello to you. Hope you are well. Are all the doors closed, ready for us to pressurize?
All the doors are closed, you're clear to pressurize.
Thank you very much. Clear to
Perfect.
pressurize. And ground, you are clear to move ground power as well.
Yeah, clear to remove the ground power, thank you.
Shanghai delivery, New Zealand 123, request clearance.
Up on 123, standby.
Evening, Phil.
Yeah.
That's
Stays
off.
off.
That stays off, yeah.
Cool.
Before start
Do take to edge.
Yeah, it's not what yet, so that's good. 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 Good.
Cool.
Start checklist, please.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door.
Is closed and locked.
Passenger signs.
On.
Beacon.
Is both.
Transponder.
So it's off 6315 and auto.
Before start checklist complete.
Lovely. I will attempt to get a push
Chill.
to start.
Harness up while you get us push.
Two
I'm
four
good,
seven
thanks,
Charlie
Phil.
stand 246. Request push and start.
Confirm call signs, paper 47 Charlie.
Affirm. Speedbird 47 Charlie 246. Fully ready.
Paper 47 Charlie, contact ground 1 to contact 16.
116. Speedbird 47 Charlie. Bye bye.
Very anti-faff.
Yeah. Ground. Good afternoon. Speedbird 47 Charlie. Stand 246. Request push and start.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, hotel ground, push and start approved, face east.
Push start approved, face to the east, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Beautiful. That's all done. So
Cool. Yep, checks all done.
it'll be nose to the right out of here.
Yeah, where is
Brakes
it?
are set ground. Ready for
Okay,
push.
so everything is clear and we're ready to push.
Lovely.
Should we wait for the doors to start manual?
They should do it when we start pushing.
Okay.
Release brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Off block time 16.
Yeah. Just 10 minutes late.
Yep.
We'll put it down to ramp congestion.
Aussie 121, requesting pushback and start.
Aussie 121, hotel ground, push and start approved, face south.
I'll reset this.
Yes. Thank God.
Approved and
Alright.
face south,
Okay,
Aussie
front.
121.
I'll let you know, Simon, when to straighten up. Are we clear to start 3 and 4?
Yeah, clear to start all engines.
Thank you very much. Start 3 and 4, please.
3 and 4. So who have I sort of missed on the chat a little bit there?
Let's straighten up there, so we don't
Oh,
whack our
hang
tail
on.
into anyone else.
Think
Yeah,
about them.
I've just seen, I think we might have a small driving error, but I'm sure it will be fine.
Sure, it's
Small
fine.
incursion of the tailpipe. No big deal.
You may
Right.
straighten.
Will that be sufficient?
That's fine, thank you
yeah,
very
that'll
much.
do. The taxiway line's
set
right there.
brakes to park then, please.
748, ready for taxi, runway 36 left.
Brake sets. Wonder why that's come up.
Engine forward.
What aircraft are you flying?
Did I forget these? Yeah, miss
On
something.
a 74A.
But they started. Right?
No, they wouldn't have started.
So, go again.
Off.
Shanghai departures, Quebec Mike Charlie 012 requesting push.
Try again.
Awkward. Did you notice that? I did?
Yeah.
Well, you could have just said it.
Yeah, that's, I wanted to let you see your mistake.
At 4 in the morning. 5 in the morning.
And Qantas 74A, you are to taxi.
Poor CRM.
It's very well, it's fine. We don't need that anyway.
Qantas 748, go ahead.
Qantas 74A, are you
Yeah.
requesting for taxi?
Qantas 748,
Hello, Clipper.
Bye, Clipper 811. Makes me giggle every time I see it.
Brilliant.
Kilo 5,
That was so perfect.
Alpha, Hotel
There you go.
Hotel 36 right.
Now it sounds like there's engine starting.
Lima 5, Hotel 5, Alpha, hold short hold. Hotel 7, Hotel 36 right. Qantas 748.
Ground November 50 Fox.
As expected.
Taxi to
Yep.
608.
Yep, thank you.
Number 50A, Foxtrot X-ray taxi at Mike 1.
1 and 2, please.
Cool.
Charlie and Hotel 7 to stand 608. Roger, Mike 1 Delta 6, Charlie, Hotel 7, stand 608. November 508 Foxtrot X-ray, thanks.
China 112 waiting for the gate, please.
Oh yeah, Raven, it's not a critical
on the ground, taxi,
piece of equipment. It's alright.
It's fine, you don't need the tail.
Kilo 5,
Yeah, no,
It's not an important piece.
Confirm. China 112.
On pump 112 will be Alpha 2, Alpha, Kilo 5, and stand 501.
Ground, thank you very much. We've got 4 good light ups cleared us next to you to the side. Have a good day.
Already gone.
He's
Good board
already
of
gone,
us.
he's disconnected. He's off there. Look, he's off there already, off to the left. That's perfect.
Cheers, ground. As expected as well.
Perfect.
Quebec Mike Charlie 012, position starts proof face out.
Quebec Mike Charlie 012, thank you.
What mistake did Layth make? So to start engines, you need bleed pressure, which for most Boeing aircraft, not the newer ones, the older ones, you're required to turn off packs, so it gives bleed air pressure from the air conditioning to the engines. Layth forgot to turn them off, so therefore the engines didn't have bleed pressure, so the air or enough to start. So they basically, the auto start just went, I can't do anything, so I'm just going to give you an auto start fault. Oh, we got stabbed.
Oh, we got stab trim.
It's gone.
Gone now.
It's fine. It's fine. So that was the issue. I know it's there as well, and gone.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, that's what
You fly controls whenever you're ready.
he messed up.
Thanks, Johnny.
Mind yourself.
Minded.
Mark
Real world
767, hello, nice to see you.
Radar.
Sweet. I'll clear the speed brake auto.
Thanks so much. Before taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi checklist. Flight controls.
Are checked.
Anti-ice.
Off. Sorry, auto not required.
Recall.
Is checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Flaps.
20 selected.
Ground clear clearance.
We've seen it on the left.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Beautiful.
Let go.
047 Charlie for taxi.
047 Charlie, taxi, Mike 4, Delta 12, Charlie, Hotel 7, Hotel right 36 left.
So Mike 4, Delta 12, Charlie, Hotel 7 to hold short 36. Charlie Hotel to hold short 36 left. 47 Charlie. Yeah, Hotel
Yeah.
7. It was
Very
me
end of the runway.
typing, yes.
So, Mike 4.
Quebec Mike Charlie 012.
Where's that?
ready for taxi.
Basically out that way.
Yeah, Delta 12 is that one, I think.
Hotel 7, Hotel right 36 left.
Yeah.
We are clear my side.
Lovely. Clear mine. Let's get going.
Ground,
Yeah, it was Hotel 7. I was right.
taxi.
I'll see 121, taxi, Lima 01,
Wait.
Kilo 7, and Alpha.
Then this
Hotel
apron,
7,
Delta 12 is like,
left.
So Mike 4 is the far right one.
yeah.
looking at getting their flight levels changed. Yeah, especially as that was what was agreed, that flight level, because that was what was always agreed at the Worldflight thing, so they've changed it all since then.
Yeah.
Which is a little annoying.
Not sure why they're getting changed, but not a mega big
Yeah.
deal, you know, 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Oh, there goes the Britannia team.
Yeah, Britannia, yeah.
They've done well from flying just from home in every leg so far I've seen.
Yeah. I think they literally just, disconnect, reconnect with the new one every time. And they do, they're doing a nice job.
There's I mean, it looks pretty empty at the end of the runway.
That's good.
Not sure why there's a massive queue for clearance, but
I've set the radios for you for tower.
oh yeah, thanks.
Right, a clear left.
Clear on the right. That was 12. It's almost like you knew you were going.
Almost.
121, standby.
A lot of planes on that side.
Yes,
well,
this is
a
the
handful
thing
of
that
planes.
we were trying to decide which side to park on, and we saw where the Atlas was, giant 1471, so we parked next to them.
There's a gaggle over here on this side. Oh, there's actually quite a few. Fat Charlie, good morning. China's such a faff to fly in. Well, it works for them.
It's different.
It works for them. Everyone's
exactly.
different.
It's a different kind of sort of thing that you get used to. Like obviously with meters, they do everything to meters, which messes everything up. They do a lot of the routings are very specific. You can't do quite a lot because it's military.
Yeah, I'm
so
curious.
You have to do specific routing. Yes.
Do their planes come in meters and they have a feet button, or are they also feet and they have a meters button?
So it depends which fleet it is.
Is they like an Airbus?
It'll be feet, but the meters button.
Okay, alright.
Because you think when they're flying around the world and stuff.
Yeah. Like a 320 or something.
320 will be in feet.
Always domestic.
Yeah.
They'll still be in feet.
They're just pressing the meters button.
Okay, alright, cool.
While obviously their Russian aircraft, if they've got any in their fleet, would generally be meters with a feet thing somewhere else, if they need feet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think I suppose the main difference is that whereas in the UK and in most of the rest of the world, obviously you have airspace, and then you have sort of certain areas that are set aside for the military. In China, essentially, it's the other way round. So your the airways are for civilian traffic, and everything else is restricted.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are we in compliance?
We are compliance and
Have
cabin's
you
ready.
Accepted the message?
Super 47 Charlie, Command Tower 118.1, have a good flight.
Tower 18 small ones, beautiful Charlie, thanks.
121, Hong Chao Tower, go
Just in here, messages.
with runway 36 right.
Messages, uplinks, bottom one, next page.
Next page.
And then
accepted.
Perfect.
Line up and wait, runway 36 right, Aussie 121.
Contact 25, contact Shanghai departure
Cool.
125.4, bye bye. 125.4, bye bye.
Give him a little ring.
Let's do it.
Good afternoon, it's 47 Charlie, holding Hotel 7.
Beebird 47 Charlie, hold short runway 36 left.
Wilco 47 Charlie.
Tom Jet 1 Victor Bravo, surface wind 360 degrees
Brakes
at
out.
5 meters per second.
Before takeoff checklist, please.
Left, cleared for takeoff. After departure, maintain 900 meters.
I think that's anything. Before takeoff checklist, final load sheet,
Acknowledged.
flaps,
20 selected.
trim.
We have, but you didn't do it. 4.5. Oh, you did. 4.5. 0
That
0.
is, I mean, I'm offended now. This is a lesson. I'm getting a lesson at 5 AM. I did it. Takeoff briefing.
With nothing's changed, so updated.
And runway speeds EPA VNAV.
Set.
Cabin report.
Received.
Transponder.
Is to RA 6315 auto.
Before takeoff is complete, and not given any clearance yet.
Qantas is not happy. Oh dear.
What's happened to Qantas?
I don't know.
Are you guys still on
On delivery still.
delivery? 20-minute wait, half an hour wait. El Smoky, good morning, or good
morning
evening,
to
good day.
you. Yeah, good day to you.
It's not a bad setup, is it? It's quite nice.
Yeah, it's very good setup because obviously you think you're in a real plane, but most of the bits are. There's only a couple of bits in this that aren't from real aircraft, like the CDUs. The 3 of them are not. They're flight simulator ones, and then the screens behind there also
Yeah.
just normal screens behind the coaming. So it's
I mean, you know, some of these things like the MCP here, MCP.
MCP, yes.
That's like flown hundreds of thousands of miles across the world,
Yep.
loads of hours. You know, real pilots have used all these. Oh. 9.36 left. That's 347 Charlie. Okay,
Beautiful.
approach clear.
Thank you very much. Lights, please.
Straight up.
Oh.
Yeah, some of these parts are from, you know, the real 747s, and they've been made to work with the software that you use, and they work very well.
Yeah.
And they're very nice to touch as well, because you know they're built to
Tactile.
last 30, 40 years in some aircraft.
121, surface wind 360 degrees at 5 meters per second, QH 1021. Runway 36
Unit
right,
drops.
cleared for takeoff.
Was
After
this
departure,
still
maintain
1223?
900 meters.
1021 now, you just said to him.
121, cleared for takeoff, runway 36, right 1021,
That's
and
the Aussies there.
maintain 900 meters, Aussie 121.
Gone before they read it back.
Of
They
course.
didn't even read it back.
Just go it.
Love it. Nice one, Aussies. Okay, should we set 1021?
Yeah, because we know it's what we're going to get.
21 sets, 20
Which,
feet.
obviously we've calculated a lot in excess for our weight.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to
Keep the
set
performance as
that,
it is.
yeah.
Okay, sweet.
In Airbus we'd take 2 off the flex, but
They said push and start starts at 4 Zulu. So an hour.
all Zulu was an hour and a half ago.
I mean, if we look now, if we look ahead of us, there's some traffic there, some there. It's not terribly busy. There's not one of the hold.
No, I
guess
think
they don't
a
really
lot
want-
have gone.
Essentially, everyone's on the stand. That's why. Good morning, Hunter Girl. Hello.
Hello. Thanks everyone in the background.
Quebec Max Charlie 012, hold shuttle runway 36
Are we
right.
getting laughed at?
Yeah.
Incredibly cool. It is really cool, yeah.
The 121, contact Shanghai.
It's not lost on us, don't worry. We also think it's
124,
very, very cool being sat here.
Love it.
Departures 125, decimal 4, Aussie 121.
I'll keep terrain my side, even though there's not much. You get the departure things from the clearance, remember it?
203.
3. How you doing, Simon?
Me? All good.
Surface wind 360 degrees at 5 meters per second. QNH 1021, runway 36 left, cleared for takeoff.
Morning,
After
Hunter Girl.
departure, maintain 900 meters.
QNH 1021 after departure, maintain 900 meters, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff, 247 Charlie. Let's go.
Always do that. I always press the doors thrust disconnect first.
Delaney 83, good morning.
There we go, I think that's
Lovely.
okay. Thrust set. $80 knots.
Set.
Contact 748, lamp and await runway 36 left.
Rotate.
Call it 748.
Costa climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. Checked.
Goodbye, Shanghai.
They're very nice to us. Thank you very much, fellas.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, contact Shanghai departure 125, decimal 4, bye bye.
125
Mayben, yes.
4 Charlie, take care.
Completely different frequency we thought we were given.
Quebec Max Charlie 012, course runway 36.
Laps 10, please.
Lap 10. Shanghai departure. Good afternoon, 347 Charlie, passing 400 meters, climbing 900 meters. Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot the SID name.
Flaps 5, please.
Zebra 47 Charlie, Shanghai approach with the contact climb to 5,400 meters and continue follow flight plan route.
5,400 meters, flat plan route, 347 Charlie.
Lovely.
5,400
meters.
About there?
That'll do.
Although, what do you go above?
Oh, let's do above.
Hunter girl, yeah, so the two of us are, well, Johnny's an airline pilot, I'm a pilot without a job at the minute, but yeah, this is also a hobby for us, aside from our real flying.
Flaps one, please.
Flap 1. Sorry Josh, not ignoring you mate, just doing a takeoff.
Kind of a, yeah, quite an important phase of flight.
Apologies mate.
Flaps up, please.
Flaps up.
And after takeoff, jet list to the line.
You can set standby whenever you like as well. That's standard, even. After takeoff, checklist, landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up.
Air conditioning pressurization.
Have. Yeah, that's checked.
Yep, cool. And we'll just put on standard set. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's alright. Cool. That's good. Wrap the power on. And set standard, please.
Standard set, passing 5-3 now.
Yanked.
That's after takeoff, checks complete.
Lovely. But.
Cool.
On our way.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, it's not that busy because everyone departed from ZSPD, the other Shanghai airport.
Yes, that
Because
makes
of scenery
sense.
issues. Got it. I
Makes
see.
sense.
My bad. Lovely climb rate.
Not bad, is it? That's a climb 2 as well.
Yeah.
Bravo, contact Shanghai Control 124.55 per day.
Shanghai 124.55, come jump out. It's the Bravo,
Miss-
goodbye.
see this
They
stuff
don't sound
working.
tired. Tomjet team sound good.
They do, they sound alright actually, yeah. Perfect.
Quarter 748, Shanghai approach.
Some big clouds around though, so will be one to watch out for.
Nothing on the weather though, is
No,
there?
nothing on the weather, it's
Bit of
just
rain maybe?
some build-ups.
Yeah.
Some PBs. We'll be a bit bumpy. We'll leave them seated just a bit longer, but 10s please,
Yeah.
other than the seatbelt signs.
121, confirming intention.
And we are standard set passing 10-8 there. You want seatbelts
Let
on or off?
leave them on for now, just to above the cloud layer, and then we'll think about it.
Good shout, Captain.
Zulu, Bravo, Alpha, Alpha.
I always forget that one.
So 121, climb to 6,000 meters.
Climb rate's crazy. It's not too bad. Obviously we're fairly light
Yeah. We're only at about 36 tons, 35 tons on takeoff.
of fuel, yeah.
747-400, Josh.
Sleeper 47 Charlie, transdirect to Primal, continue climb to 6,000 meters on standard.
What was that again?
6,000 meters on standard, and I didn't hear the rest.
6,000 meters on standard, and just taking the waypoints before 7 Charlie. I think it was Pamwell.
Sleeper 47 Charlie, direct to Primal, Papa India, Mike Oscar Lima, climb to
Pimal.
6,000 meters.
Okay, 6,000 meters direct PMOL speed 47 Charlie, and we're on standard. Cool, PMOL.
Oh, I'll do it then. You're right down there, but I'll do it anyway.
I didn't want to infringe on your...
748, continue climb
Have
to 6,000
Pimal.
Okay, alright.
How many passengers? Let's have a look. How many passengers do we have today?
How many
Let's look on-
packs? Yeah,
Let's have a look now. So we have a total of 253? Or was that just... No, that's not right. Oh, that could be right. Yeah, that could be right. 253 passengers.
Yeah, there you go. 253 packs.
Quite a few. Peace.
How did you guys manage to land into WMKA and ZSAM? Well, I think I was here for the WMKA, it was fine. Who's the fella in the top right? Simon, who's the fella in the top right?
Hello, I'm Simon.
There you go.
Yeah, Simon in the background, he's there. He is our virtual social sec. Because obviously not everyone can be at Gary's at the sim, sadly, for the week, so we're using members of the team who unfortunately couldn't come. They're going to be here virtually in our ears.
Yeah, exactly.
giving us failures when we're not expecting them.
I hope I don't get one. Hopefully Simon wants to go to sleep by the time I'm flying.
Yeah, the goal is to make things interesting, isn't it? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Interesting and educational.
We're on the cloud layer,
Informative,
Captain.
entertaining,
Yes,
and
sounds
entertaining.
Sounds off.
Yeah.
So what are your plans on switching over to FS 2020? Well, we're sort of just waiting on just 12455 is viewer 47 Charlie, thanks, good afternoon. Shanghai, good afternoon, it's 47 Charlie, direct P1, climbing 6,000 meters, standard.
Super 47 Charlie, happy good morning, so I confirm with the contact, continue climbing 11,000 meters.
Simon from BA Virtual. Yes, that is me.
Climb 11,000
Tarek.
meters on standard, viewer 47 Charlie. Qantas dispatch, Cars message, have a great flight, guys. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You too. And now's probably a good time to mention our giveaway for today. I think Johnny mentioned it in the pre-flight, but what we're giving away this morning is
This
immersion.
morning, yes.
Yeah,
Even
but
though it's daylight outside.
I don't know where I am. We're giving away an immersion pack of your choice.
Yep.
Choose between a 737 and a 747, one or the other. Made by Parallel 42. Used to be called. Forgot what they used to be called. People who make chase plane.
Old prop or something like that.
Old prop, yeah. Those
Something
guys.
like
They made all these cool immersion packs. You can get yourself a 737 or a 747 to enter. Just donate a minimum 500. 500p. £5. £5. I don't know why I said that. I think in bits for some reason. Yeah, £5. We'll put you into the urn, which is over there in the jump seat by itself. You have until we shut down the engines in the destination that we're going to.
Beijing.
Beijing. So tired.
As I said, imagine how I feel.
I need a drink, I think, to wake me up. I'll go make one in a bit.
What brand? So it's Parallel 42 who make it, and it's for P3D.
Yeah.
So it's the emergence of 73 and the 74 is designed for the PMDG 73 and the PMDG 747.
Okay. Simon from BA Virtual. Simon Eve. Yes, Simon from BA Virtual.
Yes.
Mr. Speedbird 1 himself.
Tarek. Morning, Tarek. How you doing?
All the 121 on climb to 6,000 meters.
Well, I mean, just be gentle. I mean, it depends really on what sort of donations we get, really, as to how interesting things become.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, obviously, the more donations, the more interesting things are.
Oh, good. So if you want to watch me sweat buckets as all the engines shut down.
There you go. You heard it there, fellas.
No.
Heard it here, there, folks. Oh, we're looking
It's
rude
fine
right
if it starts in the descent, then you're dealing with it. So
now. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Morning, Tarek.
you're doing all the hand flying as I did for Horgy.
You did very well. I was watching it inside. You're doing very well. Surprise for an Airbus pilot.
What was this weird thing
How
of
did-
forever
what is
having
this?
to use? And what's this? Ah,
Donation.
a
Woohoo!
donation.
First one, fixed to Jake. £20. How's this for interesting?
Oh, thank you very much.
Simon's challenging you there,
That's a good
Simon.
start.
And you are the
It's a good
first person
start.
into the
You
urn.
know, go into the urn, yeah, and yeah, I think it's a good start. I think maybe, you know, I mean, we've got there's lots of you in the stream at the moment, and you know, we'll see. You know, if we get a bit of a donation train going, then you know, things could get very interesting.
What's that note sheet?
Ah.
Interesting never sounds interesting when you're in the sim. It's great for everyone else. I love me some pot of pleasure. Well, it's all yours for the minute.
So what does CCCC? So basically that was Layth's kind of thing for the cabin was ready. So he's put C for cabin, I'd guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he does that. I do that for ready. People do different things. It's basically because the screen here. So when it goes, when it goes ding when we're securing them. Basically tells you the cabin's ready for departure or landing, and obviously it doesn't stay there the entire time, so you may forget that they've called up or they've done the bell to say that they're ready, So it's useful just to type it in here because it's the scratch pad here. You don't really use it for anything else.
Yeah.
Just useful to put something to remind you.
Do you guys actually do Worldflight? No, we actually stream all year round, or we try to.
Obviously,
Of course,
this year was a bit different.
Yeah, this year we didn't get many streams in due to the obvious the global pandemic, but we've had some flying in the farewell tour, 747.
A little bit,
Fraser
yeah.
and Fraser and Gary.
So we've got another donation from DJ Panther again, £10 into the pot of pleasure we go.
There you go. Thank you very much, DJ Panther.
Yeah.
Chen 25, thanks for the follow. Yeah, this is it's starting to get a little bit interesting.
Oh god, my heart just dropped. Huh? Heart dropped. Simon says getting interesting.
I mean, I think we could do better as a as a group.
Just a question: how come BA Jumbo not arriving at Heathrow in this year Worldflight? We don't fly to the we don't fly to the UK every year, but obviously all that sort of stuff that happened with BA and the 74 all happened after we had kind of chosen the routes for Worldflight, I believe. So it was just we didn't want to adjust the whole route just for us, because Worldflight isn't just about this sim. It's about there's 10, 12 different sims around the entire world who fly along and organise Worldflight. I think it's mainly the Aussies, the Australians teams who do it.
And I should say, by the way, that whilst I, you know,
close enough, 341.
Sorry, Simon.
Sorry, I should. But by the way, for those that are watching on the stream and are just wondering, I can't hear I can't hear ATC or anything like that, so I may occasionally just you know, talk a bit
which is
not
a problem for us.
But yeah, I should say that as we solicit donations, the reason that we're doing this is, of course, to raise money for the Lullaby Trust, which are a fantastic charity who promotes safer sleep for babies, amongst other things. And it is, every penny of your donations goes straight to them. We don't take a cut of anything. It just it all goes to help directly to the charity. So that is, we've got a total. I can find that out from.
Right, speed Vinevelt.
125, Jason, line of velocity 147.
There we go.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So it might be a little bit out of date, but the latest total that I have at the moment is £10,875 raised for the Lullaby Trust, which is a nice figure.
Incredible.
It's not a particularly round figure. You know, and I mean, we're not that far off of a nice round figure, which would be 11,000.
Yeah, not how far away? 125?
Yeah, and we've had what 30 in.
30, so
which won't have gone on there because Benny won't have put it on there. So that's 10,905.
Yes, £95
to go.
So we're £95 away.
It's a good little target to get to in the next
so we can brag about when we go inside.
hour and 20 minutes.
When everyone wakes up.
Yeah, another hour and 20 minutes to arrive into Beijing. So,
so and certainly I think if collectively, if we could get to 11 grand, I think that sounds like an interesting number.
Exactly.
An interesting number.
What was it last year? 40 plus K? Yeah, so we were just over 43K.
£43,691.
There we are.
Last year. Incredible.
So it's an incredible achievement that you guys, you're the ones who we thank for it, because you are the guys who raised the money. We just sat here in a box for a week, but you guys were the ones who made the difference and raised an incredible total. So
this year we're in a box for a week.
This year we're in a box for a week with less sleep. So let's see if we can smash it, and in total see if we can get. It's asking a lot, but see if we can get to 100,000 for over the 2 years for the Lullaby, because we've smashed 50,000 now in total. So it'd be amazing if we could beat last year's total and get it up to 100,000 in total for the Lullaby Trust.
Yeah, and calm. Yeah, we're on version 4.5 for the visuals.
The visuals are all 4.5. Yeah.
How do the pilots keep themselves from getting bored of really long flights? Hard with Johnny.
We talk.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Oh, we got a chat.
yeah, we talk. Obviously, kind of what we're doing now. We can discuss what's going on out there. Like I said, obviously we're just keeping our weather and stuff.
Eat.
Like it's monitoring the systems.
Eat.
Drink.
Loads of eating.
Read the newspaper. One of you read the newspaper, and one of you guys
Share the newspaper.
share the cover all the. No, kidding.
Netflix.
So it's just normal things basically, just to keep your mind active, as well as kind of concentrating on what the aircraft is doing, because you don't want to kind of get into a situation where you switch off completely and the aircraft just starts drifting off course or descending without you noticing, like if it's really subtle. That's why you have a pilot flying and a pilot monitoring.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the time just sort of goes by. I mean, it helps here in the stream. We've got you guys in the chat helping us through.
You help us through it.
How are you doing route wise?
Fine.
Britannia 767, sorry sir, was that for us?
Britannia 767, turn left heading 320.
Left heading 320, Britannia 767.
There was absolutely no cause for alarm announcement randomly, yes.
There is absolutely no cause for alarm at all.
Nothing at all. I'll see what sounds off. They are, yes.
Are we tired? I'm always tired, but we're okay. We're doing alright.
I've not had a proper sleep yet, so...
Yeah, you're doing pretty well for that.
Because I got up at 7 AM yesterday, and I've had probably 2 power naps, probably in the region of an hour and a half since then, so... We're doing alright. After this, I'm going to bed.
Yep. I've got another flight after this, then I go back to bed. But maybe potentially during this flight, or maybe afterwards, I'll have some food, some energy. I had some Maltesers this morning. That's all I've had.
Woohoo! Sugar rush.
Well, yeah, I felt the sugar rush. Now it's sort of fallen off the cliff again.
Leather flying is obviously an important task at IRL, but I'm sure that there are some fun things too. What are some of the best pranks you've pulled on?
I mean, it's tough with that because obviously you're in a professional environment.
You're in a professional environment. You're supposed to be professional all the time.
Yeah, never any pranks. But
yeah, like there's the usual ones that when the captain or the FO is doing a PA, obviously there's a phone down here. When you're doing the PA, you're generally kind of looking at that. Generally, it's sometimes if you're with a really funny captain or funny FO, like it's a challenge to make the other guy laugh. So that's why quite a lot of people, I do it as well, you look left or right, depending on what seat you're in, looking away from the other guy, because you don't trust that they're going to make you laugh. And the amount of times, obviously in the Airbus, the seats are electric, they can reach over and they can make the seats go up and down, forwards and backwards, and distract you, just to be annoying.
Yeah. I've heard they also give you a tray table out, scroll some things down, some naughty words, and put on your table while you're trying to speak.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Yeah, and write in the scratch pad, like to see you if you write some say it.
The worst thing about that is that when you're speaking and you see a word come up, you just want to say the word. Yeah. It's a bad
That's
word.
The point.
You're like, oh,
yeah.
no, don't say that. Right, so £5 from Twitchy Boom. Interesting, Simon.
Interesting. Yeah. Thank you, Twitchy Boom.
And into the urn you go for the chance to win an immersion pack of your choice between the 737 and 747. What's in-flight brekkie? Well, I don't think we have anything planned. I think
nothing for us. It'll be after this flight, the next flight that the breakfast comes in, most likely.
Yep. But I'll probably make myself some toast or some cereal and the turnaround for this one.
Yeah.
Our farthest route is going to be WBKK to AYPY. AYPY...
Is that near the end when we're coming back down?
Port Moresby, is that what AYPY is? Go ahead. Mag 82, 47 Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay, reduce 78, and do you want us to maintain 10,400 metres for the rest of the cruise? Okay. It's not an issue if we just keep this. Just because we still got... Johnny's like, I want my bed!
No, I'm just laughing at what's happening on engine 1.
Oh. Ah, we've got a reverser or amber.
Possibly, possibly unlocked or possibly not in the right place.
Would you like to have us read through this?
Well, you can.
Can we have a look?
Yes, please. So it's not brought up a warning or so at the moment. So at the moment, obviously, we're cruising at 341, 10,400 meters. No issues at the moment. Speed's fine. Cruising absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about at the moment. So I'll let you. I'll take the radios.
Okay,
let
your
you
radios.
go through a QRH checklist if you find one. AFM, we can take that. Speed 47 Charlie.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, climb and maintain 11,600 meters on stand.
Climb, maintain 11,600 meters on standard. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Reverser 717. Okay, I'm navigating to the reverser page.
Shanghai control velocity 738, maintaining 6,000 meters and chasing direct, few more if available.
Working fine at the moment. I'm going to bring up the engine
I was going to
page.
say, we're climbing. I was like, what?
Yeah, just checking the vibrations, making sure vibrations are absolutely fine at the moment. Yeah, absolutely fine at the moment.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 reverser. On the ground, a fault. No, on the ground or in the air.
400 meters on standard velocity 738.
No other mention of it.
Okay.
Rev limited. No, we haven't got that.
Probably want to keep an eye on, I would say.
I'll leave on this rough area, the QRH, if anything else comes up. But, so what could that be? That could be maybe potentially a loose reverser or
Slightly
something?
unlocked, yeah.
Yeah, unlocked reverser.
Yeah.
200 meters, request direct.
In terms of the output of the engine, it's not...
Exactly, it's not affecting any of the performance at the moment. Everything's fine.
Any yawing moment or anything like that, still 0.
Yeah. Yeah, because the only thing that I've noticed is that it doesn't have the auto thrust line.
Yeah.
But it's still doing its auto thrust job fine on that engine, so...
You said no vibration, nothing else out of the ordinary.
Nothing
for the other
causing any
engines.
issues, so...
Yeah, the values are all the same to their engines.
Yep.
Just keep an eye on it.
An eye on it
And
for
keep an eye on the
now.
donations, see if that makes it worse. Pot of porridge. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Details 11,000 initially.
Huh?
You say 11,000.
That's going to be a cruise now. Because obviously we were going at 3.6 initially, so we've gone a bit higher.
So we've leveled off.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it is. That's my fault.
Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, how do you take the radios again if you like?
Your radios.
My radios. I'll just leave this on this page, right next to me here.
Good monitoring. Your
Oh,
radios.
you said something good about me now. My radios. Watching it as this pulls up here.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on 7.8. 7.8 should still be fine at 3.8, but it's going to be kind of close to...
Yeah. This is 320 speeds here.
I know, what's that about? So slow.
Well, there is a Gonti guys right ahead of us.
Yeah, but he's below us now, because he would be at the level we were,
800
so...
to go.
Checked.
Yeah, so engine 1 in reverse is the start of a failure that could develop.
It could develop, or it could be
Could stay as it is.
sensor issue, or it could be anything. Look in the FCOM to have a look at, to see if anything in there about that as well.
We can do that now, can we?
You can do that if you want.
On the iPad. Is it on your side, maybe?
Open to, is it on the iPad, Simon?
Think so. Not 100% sure. I think it is.
That's the flight training manual. Anything else in the library there? Ah.
Flight attendant manual. Won't be in there, will it? FCOM.
Yeah.
BA virtual 7%.
See if there's anything.
That guy 2502, it's P3D for the visuals at the moment.
going back Shanghai.
Yeah, so they've given us a slower cruise speed for traffic ahead of us, so we can just see their contrail ahead of us. They've given us a slower speed just to stay behind them, I think, just keep the spacing. This is the problem with us being a heavy, that we do cruise very fast, while things like a 320, 737 cruise about the speed we're going now.
Clipper 811, contact Beijing Control 125.90, good night.
And nothing about the reverse during flight.
No abnormal stuff.
Nothing in supplementary procedures or anything like that.
Okay. Just want to keep an eye on no advisories.
11,600 meters on standard.
Climb maintain 11,600 meters as standard, quantum 747.
Shanghai Control, good afternoon, Air China 1502 Heavy, with you.
No, it doesn't look like anything.
No.
6361.
China 1502, good morning, China Control, via contact.
Roger, the contact Air China 1502 in Kiwi.
Alright, we'll just keep an eye on it.
Yes.
That's all we can do at the minute anyway. I love how we started with a headwind, a tailwind, and now we've got a headwind.
I know, massive headwind, 114 knots. Oh, wow, DJ Panther, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. That's very kind of you.
Nice work. Thank you very much.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
Those of you who just got gifted a sub, do give your thanks to DJ Panther. It's very kind of him. So why did you all decide to go with the call sign Speedbird 47 Charlie? So
well, the 737 was 37 Charlie.
It was yeah, so it was a 777 to start with.
Yeah.
Which was
I don't know what the call sign was out for.
777. So that was 37 Charlie, 37s.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
it's so it's 37, and then he moved on to 737. So it made sense to keep the Speedbird 37 Charlie, and then now we're in a 747. So 47 Charlie.
Yep.
Where it started and where we are now.
87 Charlie. So.
Number finder 8 Foxtrot X-ray. Good morning, China Control. Read that contact.
Okay, Josh. Have a lie down, mate.
X-ray continue climb maintain 12,000.
How are we looking with ETA with this now new wind we've got?
Grab some updated winds. Just make sure this is up to date. Index.
It is at cruise, isn't it?
380 is fine in there, so let's just update the winds.
Although he thinks we're doing 84s, we should head to 78. See what it says.
Yeah, you can do.
ETA's 0709.
Oh, we lost a minute.
How is that sort of time wise for us? What time are we meant to be there? 705, I think?
Should be on the flight plan.
705, yeah.
Cool. So we're going to be maybe a couple of minutes late. Which is not the end of the world when we push back about 10 minutes late.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Final 7604 requesting clearance and scope, which is loaded in.
Yeah, that guy, yeah, the VATSIM, as Josh has posted the link, is online network, which is for people all around the world to connect up, control ATC, fly around with ATC. Basically, it's multiplayer,
yeah,
with a bit more realism.
Yeah, I tend to do more of the ATC stuff on VATSIM, so literally you just have a radar at home. Well, not like your computer.
You don't literally have a radar.
But you have some software which lets you have a radar. Another subscription, sorry, donation. Twitchy Boom, £5. Interesting again.
Ah, thank you, Twitchy Boom. Again.
How much worse can this engine get with £5? The
Well, you never know.
Contact Beijing 125 very much.
Not much other than cloud here.
No, I was going to say, not seeing much much of the ground beneath us.
Yeah. Are there many airports around? I got a couple.
I've got a couple of airports around.
Have you got the route loaded into your chart? Yeah.
For some odd reason, the last flight worked, but I didn't do anything different.
What if we like force close it with that?
It hasn't worked the last few times. Yeah, engine 1 does have a slight reverse issue. We don't quite know what's the issue with it yet. It's at the moment it's not showing any abnormal stuff with the case of any vibrations or anything like that. The thrust is still generated as normal. So that's why we're just keeping an eye on it. So if it is stuck, it's stuck closed at the moment. Which obviously for us that would mean slightly, well, it's not really a big issue when we're touching down. It'll affect the landing distance very slightly, but not a huge amount.
Control Eva 716, just confirm we are maintaining 10.
Yeah, so if I lose, yeah, that's why we got the engine page up, just so we can keep an eye on it to make sure it is behaving itself.
Yeah.
Although I've just noticed one thing that's slightly different, which I'm sure you've probably noticed as well. What have you noticed? That was a question. There's something is different, which I've just noticed.
Oh, we spoke about the limit to the top button showing.
Uh-huh.
Over the Beijing control on 125.9, quarter 25, thank you.
You're looking now thinking, what is wrong? I can see what's wrong.
Oh, oil temperature's very high.
Oil temperature's gone very high.
Yeah, very, very high.
It's not come up with anything yet, but it's that's definitely one which could be, yes, one to...
Diamond's green is great. She's actually on the same page.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Oil temperature. Funny
Yes,
that.
we'll probably expect that soon to pop up with an advisory for it.
Oh, just short of the red.
It's just short of the red at the moment.
Yeah.
So the one way which we could help that out is generally to fly faster to get more airflow through the engine.
Okay. Sure. Well, the trouble is you don't want to stuff the
yeah,
ACO
that's
because
the
we're right
problem,
behind
yeah.
this guy, literally 10 miles behind him. We could try requesting maybe a bit, quick, couple, like 8 or something, I don't know. Still at 162 though.
Yeah, we can keep an eye on it. If it gets any worse, then we'll have to expect to go through the QRH. What's the QRH say while we're here? So
Well,
we can preempt what we're going to have to do.
Okay, yeah, of course. So engine 1 oil temperature is high is the condition. First step is thrust lever of the affected engine. Can have to confirm it.
That'll be number 1.
Advance to the mid position. So it's about roughly where it is, really.
Yeah, where it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then choose one of the following. Temperature decreases. Well, sort of where it is now, and it's not really changing.
It's not decreasing.
Temperature does not decrease below the red line. Go to step 3. Step 3, thrust lever of affected engine.
Idle.
Confirm it. Idle
Yeah.
it. Fuel control switch cut off. Press monomode TA. And we don't do engine shutdown checks.
Can I see a second? So it's kind of different steps with this one. So this is an awkward one because this is the same as we'd have in the real world as well, and it's quite a common thing on the Neo at the moment.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do because thrust lever confirm idle. You could bring it to idle and it could cool down.
Yeah.
Like just because it's at 50%, it may not do it.
Yeah.
Because it's 50%, but idle obviously will be a bit better, and you can fly on 3 engines still. And it's better to have that engine kind of still running, but maybe delay the shutting down unless the temperature doesn't go down after like 10-15 minutes, because oil doesn't like just go, oh my god, I'm going to go cool now.
Yeah,
it takes a long time to cool down.
Yeah.
So it's...
oil pressure's still okay.
Oil pressure's fine.
Oil quantity still looks fine.
The oil quantity's all fine, yeah.
Just temperature's gone up.
So it's still not actually giving us a fault yet.
So what would be the reason for the temperature to go up with potentially linking to a reverser issue? What
just,
would you think of?
just overheating. It just could be anything. Just something blocking. Well, I say something blocking. It's just going through the engine. The engine's hot, but the EGT's all fine. It's just something the engine could be overheating, which could be next to the oil line, which overheats that, or next to the reservoir. Because the oil does get cooled as it goes round.
Yes, the same as P3V4.5, the visuals, and the actual systems itself is PSX 747 by Aerowings, which is just a very, very high fidelity simulator 747. The system is 747.
Back.
And yeah, we haven't got an engine 1 issue at the minute, because we can, with Aerowings, you can simulate real issues. We've got a QRH here as they would in the real 747.
Yeah.
And running through the drill as per they would, really. I hope, well, as close as we can be.
Exactly.
But Always getting that insight from Johnny, the real insight.
Do you need the high range flight in the process 3 seconds? Sorry, say again?
Yeah, it's typical though, yeah, literally we are. The engine is midway.
Yeah.
If anything, probably slightly forward of midway because it's 70% M1.
Yeah.
I could do this just to help it cool down, just to then move
Reducing
that
a little bit.
back, yeah.
Okay. Would the rudder automatically do it, or would we have to?
Yeah, the autopilot's in, so I do that for you.
Yeah, you see it's slightly going down now. 155, dropping. 53. We're only doing decimal 7/8, so we're not terribly quick anyway. Not too much stress on the engines.
Malaysia 123, continue maintain attitude, clear back shot.
We'll just leave it, give it a few minutes.
Malaysia 123. Delta 1471, what about your
Let
max Mach number?
Let it sort itself out, let it cool down.
Yeah, exactly.
Max Mach number is Mach.
Obviously it's only gone down to 153, it's not reduced anything else yet. We'll give it a few minutes and then we'll come back to it and see.
We are slightly out of balance.
Get the high altitude and get the high speed.
Just slowly do it.
So yeah, you
Should have automated it,
you
I'd
might
have
want a
thought.
little bit of rudder trim.
They're not auto in the 7.4.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
Well, I mean the yaw damper will do a bit of auto coordination, but not
Yeah.
for thrust asymmetry. Not on a single autopilot channel,
Okay.
which is a gotcha if you are doing a if you're doing a 3-engine approach.
Yeah.
With all 3 autopilots in, and then you go around, because once you come out of approach, the autopilot, your 3 autopilots drop out, and you go back to single channel, and then you've got no. If you haven't got the rudder trim in, you've then
Then it
got
goes
no.
crazy.
It then gets exciting very quickly.
Here's a question for you, Johnny. CM Sky says, does moving the throttle lever for one engine disconnect the autothrottle for that engine only, or for the entire?
I just did it myself. I just disconnected the old thrust. It's just easier because obviously, luckily, the 7.4 is very nice. Tells you what to have the levers at to hold the speed that you've requested, which is very nice of it.
Yep.
So I just set the other 3s to it, and if I want to put it back, I just flick the auto throttle back on.
Thanks for
Yeah.
the coffee.
So in the 747, at least, there's only one auto throttle motor and only one clutch.
Yeah.
So it drives all 4 levers together.
Which is a pain if you're doing stuff like this.
Yes.
Roger, Beijing career altitude, left 300, turn the 1 to heavy.
Should pull slightly out of the wind in this turn. So touch. Getting a few knots. Every knot counts here. Imagine you had some late flights, real world, coming back from Far East. Like, well, Far East of Europe, I suppose.
Yeah.
Heavy headwinds.
Ugh, it's horrible some evenings coming back, like from Cyprus or Egypt and stuff, and it's just like, because it's nice though, because it's like, oh, it only takes 4 hours 45 to get there, and then you're like, oh, it takes 5 hours 45 to get back. You're
And you arrive at like 2 AM or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I get some land now.
Nice. A
More-
little bit of breaks in the clouds. Oh yes,
Yeah.
I've got some as well now.
What's the terrain like on our route? Have a look on here, show us the map.
You look on there.
I can't see the route, but I can figure out where we're going roughly.
Right. Let's it have 5 minutes, so I've got another minute and a half or so to go, and then don't think it's going to change much.
Why are you sitting in the back?
Eh?
We've got Simon in the back, who's our virtual social secretary, who's there to deal with the chat and also deal with failures, depending on
As
how we do.
he's loving already to do, as he did once myself and Hawk in the last flight with the flaps and the one of the bleed overheat things, or with the shut-off valves. And now he's given us a slight engine issue.
Yeah.
now 6,000 meters.
Quite curious to see where this goes.
I already know where it's probably going to go.
I've got a good idea where it's going, but
Yeah, I definitely have a good idea where it's going to go.
interesting thing.
Because I've just noticed something else is just...
12590, speed 47 Charlie, thanks, good day. 2590. I'll do this for you then, yeah?
It's right next to me.
Shanghai, good afternoon, speed 47 Charlie, 11,600 meters.
Speed 47 Charlie, Beijing control, radar contact.
Cool, engine oil
Yeah.
pressure, I've just seen it go into the red
Yeah,
there.
that's what I was expecting.
Okay.
Yes, please. So, still good. We're still manual thrust, but speed's all good. Altitude's fine. On course, still no issues. So,
Okay. Your
my
radios?
radios, QRH checklist, please.
Perfect. Alright, so oil pressure's going. So we go to the FCOM page, engine 1, oil pressure.
Yep.
Condition, oil pressure is low.
Yep.
Confirm that on there. And we've got a very low reading there, 5.
Yep. And we've got
And
a donation just to scare
perfect
us even
timing.
more.
Should we read that quickly? They get priority of the QRH.
I'll
Johnny,
do
you
it.
do it.
Yeah, I'll read it. David F. Pilot 1990, thank you very much for the £5. Good morning to you. Hope you are doing well this morning. You are going into the pot of pleasure.
Okay, Johnny, ready?
Yes.
So, condition is oil pressure is at or below the red line limit. Confirm
Yes,
that? Yep.
confirmed.
So we go to step 2. Step 2, thrust lever affected engine. Number 1.
Number 1.
Confirm. Idle, please.
Idle.
Getting a bit trim with that.
Yeah.
Instruction on the descent, just track director Apple for now.
Cool.
Okay. So the next step is fuel control switch, confirm.
Are we shutting it off?
We're shutting it off, but should we just have a look, see what that does, the idling? Anything change
For
really?
that one, for oil pressure, that's
pushes
different.
gone,
It's
yeah.
not a temperature, that's a big issue.
Probably lost a line or something, yeah.
Yeah.
So fuel control switch affected engine number 1. Confirmed.
Odd, because it's different the way I'm doing it, because obviously that's correct the way I do it. That would be you doing it at my airline.
Right.
I don't know how BA do it.
Right, so should it be me or you do it?
That's what I mean. I'm just going to guess you would do it.
Well, I'm happy for you to do it. Okay,
You
1.
do it.
Happy
Yeah,
with that?
confirmed.
Confirmed. Cut off. Transponder mode selected TA. And will not accomplish the engine shutdown checklist. Should we just monitor this shutdown?
And then we got to think, we shouldn't need to drift down. We probably just don't know
Yeah,
what.
drift down procedures actually. So
Yeah.
I've not thought about.
So we've got 3 engines.
Well, it
still.
wants flight level 300. It says
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So
280 to 360.
should we try and
Want to drift down slightly?
please?
Okay, we have the radios. You can request.
My radios.
What should we request? Should we get the conversion chart?
Got a hit. 300 is 9,200 meters.
Okay.
Kinda need it fairly quickly.
Alright. Have a chat with it.
Very quickly, Layth.
You're on the radio. That's it.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, we've had a slight engine issue. Can we request the descent to 9,200 meters?
Speedbird 47 Charlie, 9,200 is unable.
Very polite.
9,800.
Let's just start getting down.
9,800 should be good to start with. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, descend maintain 9,800.
Get my radios.
There it is.
9,800 to 47 Charlie. We're getting the plane down, yeah. Get some of that speed back.
Approach 120.16, have a good day.
120 section and 2822,谢谢再见.
So yeah, if you select max continuous thrust in the thrust limb page,
500 meters.
Okay, the rest of the checklist is that's to do with landing.
that's it. Because actually you want to take the auto throttle out, set max continuous thrust, then in flitch you'll get a nice drift down.
Yeah, because we don't need to descend terribly quickly, do we?
Yeah, but you want the power out though.
Yeah. Just turn this off.
That's fine. Gonna climb initially, sadly, but
Just driftwood. not really descending, we're drifting down is really what the term is, so
Yeah.
it's not getting there as quick as we can, it's just maintaining the speed really is more important for us.
9,200 meters.
Yep, and our route.
10748, Beijing control, radar contact. 047 Charlie, Beijing control.
He's going to
Go ahead, 47 Charlie.
047 Charlie, are you declaring an emergency?
No, not yet.
Not this time, 47 Charlie. Just would request 9,600, 9,000 meters if possible. 9,000.
200 or so.
Charlie, 9,000 is not available.
Anything
You can
lower?
do 9,800, but if you need lower, I'm gonna give you a vector.
We'll go to 9.8 for the time being, and then we'll see. We may need lower than that, 47 Charlie, but we'll let you know when we get there.
Roger.
Donation in the meantime, Goody G777, good morning lads. A breakfast pint looks much needed. Yeah, it does at this stage.
It's annoying because it keeps climbing at max continuous thrust.
12,200 meters.
Okay, shall I clear engine 1 shutdown?
Should just settle itself down.
Yeah.
Bit bitchy. Cheerio, Hunter Girl.
Charlie 121, Beijing control, radar contact.
Take care, bye bye.
Let's start going down, there we are.
Approach 120, that's
Yeah, so, because obviously drift down's 300, we want lower. You can't go higher for it. So 9,800 will probably be too high.
Yeah, what is the exact?
That's why I said, because 9,200 is obviously is that way, so 8,900.
Okay, he said we'd have to go as vectors if we need to go lower, so I think we'll just request the vectors.
We're going to have to, yeah. But there's
17300, affirmative, contact Beijing approach 120, that's
Where's that chart from?
That's just clear to land. It's like a China RBSM conversion thing.
Okay.
Contact 320, leaving
Right.
base monitoring.
Maybe put some trim in, yeah.
It's amazing how much it does put that big rolling moment on.
Really trying to counter it with the roll.
That's just like, what on earth is going on?
And now we get the track back on the.
Yeah.
Portfolio 151, just somebody right 660.
Beijing control, Golden Tiger 320, back with you 10,700 meters.
That's me doing that. I just reset the hour and a half.
Yeah.
Golden Tiger 320, the last instruction was for the Qantas.
We'll see how we do at 3.2, but yeah, it wants 300 at least.
1228, Golden Tiger 320.
Do you want to carry on with the checklist while?
Well, the rest of the checklist was just to do with landing stuff.
And you've done that, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's all fine. It's just to do with we refer to the non-normal configuration landing distance table.
I like the way how it says if landing with engine shutdown, having just instructed you
Yeah,
to
you
shut
just
down
shut
the engine.
down, so
Yeah, I mean you've already already lost the engine at this stage.
yeah.
How can you say what the wind is? Well, if you have a look at the stream below us down there, is that us? No. Yeah, there's some screens. You have a navigation display which has the route on it. At the top left, you have an arrow, and above it, the bearing and speed of the wind. Okay, let's sort this height with the controller.
Yeah, so
We want 9.2.
We'll see what happens. When we get down there, we'll see what it's like if it holds it.
Yeah. But if it's saying 300,
Yeah.
then that's
Gonna
don't
know.
we want it any higher?
Because the only issue is, yeah, because then it's vectors and stuff, and we've got to be on vectors for another 320 miles.
Yeah. And of course, going down, we want to consider terrain. You know, quite terrain.
Not at.
Yeah, not
Not this
300.
height.
But if we have to go any lower,
Yeah,
then
we have
it's
to go really low,
something to
yes.
Keep an eye on. Just about 900 to go.
Beijing control, Course 748, Kukas 5 minutes back to the flight deck.
It's only like you might be alright because you've got quite a lot in your pocket, haven't you?
Yeah. We'll just see how it does in the level off.
Beijing control, good afternoon. Korean 852 with you at 5,700 meters.
I mean, I presume the speedy ones goes out the window at this stage.
Yeah, we're below what he wanted, so.
Climb maintaining 10,100 meters.
Korean 852. Takeoff 90037, descend maintain 5,100 meters.
There is actually an aircraft below us, that's probably why we can't go.
Should be getting oh no, he's 2000, so he'll be getting our way.
He's got the 30. He's got a drift down as well.
Good ED 777, yeah.
That is a 200 IQ right there.
200 IQ, yes.
Shut down the 4th engine.
Then we will be declaring an emergency.
What would be the drift down for that drift? 2 engines, we're quite light, but
Well, not yeah, we're fairly light, but it'd still be.
we need a lot of power, yeah. We need a lot of power. Thankfully no more donations are coming through for the minute.
How heavy are you?
Sorry?
How heavy are you? What weight are you at?
200, what's that current gross weight? Is it 240 tons?
240. So at 240 tons, level off altitude 26.5, give or take.
That's with 3 engines.
Yeah, with 2 engines.
2 engines. Okay. Well, so we don't need to use that then.
Why is it? We had a slight technical issue with engine number 1.
Yeah, it started off as you can see there with the reverser amber caution above it.
Yeah.
We then led to high
oil
temperature.
Yeah.
Then after a while, low oil pressure, which probably was sort of maybe break in the line or something, or something wasn't happy after getting that hot.
Yes.
And eventually we've had to shut the engine down just as a precaution. Well, not as a precaution, sort of as a reaction really to what happened.
Yeah.
And now we're doing a drift down procedure to
initially
320 or 321. The plane is telling us, if you guys can see there on the
Was it a planned failure? Well, for 2 of us it was unplanned. For 1 of us it was planned.
Personally, you can see personally there on your stream.
Up above us, yeah.
But it's in your hands how this progresses, really, based on how many donations we get. Is how it goes. Is what Simon's been saying. We are close to a very round number, I believe. Okay, so to the level off now and see how it does. The minute seems okay.
Yeah.
But max continuous speed, the green lines.
Yeah, it's max continuous thrust.
But you wouldn't need to do that in the cruise, would you?
So
in theory, you're supposed to.
So that's kind of because I should have left it that, but the problem was it was climbing a lot, so it was very unsettled. So that's why I kind of put it at like 85% rather than up at.
For the minute, we're stable speed.
Yep. Level. The only thing you've got to think about as well, where it's like this, is you're burning about nearly 500 kilos per engine more.
Yeah.
Admittedly,
we have got that.
We lost 1 engine, so that helps us a little bit.
Yeah, we did take 10 tons extra as well.
10 tons extra.
Wasn't much weighting on the ground.
And we're lower.
Shanghai, yeah.
It will burn a bit more fuel, but still fine. No, you can do maydays, you can declare emergencies. It's up to the ATC if they decide to accept it or not. They can decide to say, no, sorry, it's too busy, we can't accept it. Can you disconnect, carry on offline, which is absolutely within their rights if they're not, if they don't want to do it. At the moment, it's still 1. They're nicely now.
Okay.
Technically lock it into stuff anyway, so it's fine. I'll leave it.
Yeah, it's pretty stable. Balanced, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Anything else to add?
Well, the other thing is we're going to land with an engine shutdown, so we need to refer to the non-normal configuration landing distance table.
Yes.
So I was just having a look for. I'm just trying to see if there's any other procedure to do the engine shutdown or was configuring, but I don't think there's a...
So for configuring it,
it would just be normal, really.
it should be, yeah, it should have the non-normal stuff in there for you. You can look up a landing thing for us.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing about the 747, of course, is that basically it's a bit of a non-event. You can do an auto land on 3 engines.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
if you need to.
That's
quite a
an
lot
idea.
can lose. If you lose an engine, you can still do an auto land. It's quite nice.
Beijing Control, climb 748, back on the flight deck.
Okay. So, would that be the
So-
QRH there? This is table.
Should be.
Okay.
So, I mean, I suppose one of the things that you might do at this point, Johnny, is a bit of a Dodar type.
Yes, the delightful Dodar.
Dodar.
Or in BA terms, T-Dodar.
Indeed.
All the extra time.
Why can't I find this on? Where am I looking?
You're struggling there.
No, I'm going to through all the contents.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I'll give you. Are you ready for a quick Dodar?
Yeah, we can do Dodar.
Cool. So, diagnosis with that.
We're not exactly sure what's causing it.
Exactly. What has happened?
Well, if we go through the stages, we had reverse at amber.
Yeah.
High oil temperature. Low oil pressure.
Yep.
So we can kind of see what's happened there. We're not sure what the root cause of it.
Everything has kind of happened on engine number 1.
Yeah. It looks isolated for the time being.
The other 3 are absolutely fine. We've got no issues of pressure, temperatures, anything. Everything is still looking as it should be for the other 3.
Yeah.
So the diagnosis obviously is engine 1. We've shut it down because of the oil temp obviously got very high and the oil pressure suddenly got very, very low.
Yeah.
So we've had to shut that down.
Okay.
What does that mean for us? Obviously we need, with us, a sensible length of runway.
Yeah.
So with us, 7.4 standard kind of 2,000 meters, 2,000 meters would be fine for us.
Yeah, I think
preferably longer.
Beijing's very long. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2,500 at least would be good for us. Getting down, we're not particularly heavy, so option generation wise, that kind of limits us is runway length. Weather around here, you can grab some weather for us.
Yeah, let's get some weather for
around here. We're still 200 odd miles from Beijing, but
I'll get Beijing to start with,
yeah,
and we'll have a look at other
but
airports
obviously
around.
with one engine failed, we're happy to continue. It's not a rush to get it on the ground.
Yeah.
We're happily flying around now at flight level 320 pretty much, or 9,800 meters. It's holding the speed lovely at decimal 81, so there's no issues.
Yeah, we're level.
Huh?
We're level. It's contained in one
Exactly,
system
it's,
for the time
it's,
being.
it's contained, so it's all good. That's the weather coming through. So obviously we can use that for our option generation as well.
Yeah.
Then we can, once we've decided, we'd then decide what we want to do with the options we've generated.
Just looking at airports there when I zoomed out.
Exactly, yes.
There's nothing really until we get to Beijing.
So there's a really good button as well you can press.
Right.
Can you guess what button it'll be?
On here?
Yep.
Go on, tell me.
Sensor.
I'll see behind us.
You can see behind you.
I'm always better to go forward.
But look at the wind.
Yeah.
So it could be fast. If you were in like a dire kind of situation and you needed somewhere fast, you can look around and go, okay, we've got places around to the south of us that we've just gone past.
Yeah.
Admittedly, we're at 320, so you don't really want to be looking at them too close. But like these ones around here would all be perfect.
Yeah,
if,
yeah.
Obviously, you'd have to look into them weather-wise, runway length-wise.
Well, I think that one's potentially Guangzhou. I'm not sure. I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, so so don't just focus on these ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because there could be, as there are, loads of airports behind you which could be perfect.
Yeah.
Which is what people see. They always focus on ahead of them.
Have a look, sort of. This is Beijing's weather minute. 330 at 14 knots. Cav OK. Yeah, big split.
That's alright.
High QNH. Doesn't look terrible at Beijing. Plenty of runways. There's loads of runways on the ATIS for us to go to.
Yeah, that's good.
01, 36 right, 36 left. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's weather there. Hold on to that. You want to have a look?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so option generation really.
Yeah.
We could sit and go through all these airports.
We could go through them. We could.
But at the minute, we're happy with what we're doing.
We got 3 engines.
Yeah.
We've lost 1. We've got 3 still working. So it's not, as I said, it's not a crazy event.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to continue.
Yeah, I'm happy as well.
To our destination.
Yeah.
And then from so that's our decision. We're going to continue.
Okay.
We don't really need to let ATC know what's going on. They know we've descended down.
Yeah.
We don't need
It's
to
not an
tell
emergency
them.
at the minute.
We're not an emergency. We told them we had a technical issue. We told them we need to descend.
Yeah.
They've let us descend, so we'll continue on as we are at this level.
Yep.
What I'd like you to do,
Uh-huh.
once we finish the Dodar,
Yep.
is find the landing distance calculator.
I'll find it.
There should be one on the iPad as well.
Okay.
And try and work out a length of the runway. It should be fine. It's only it's not really a stopping issue really. We
Yeah.
just obviously we lost one reverser, but we should still be fine. So if you just grab a landing performance for us in
Okay.
Beijing.
Yep.
You can keep the radios while you do that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I'll continue obviously flying with the manual thrust and stuff, so manual thrust the whole way.
Okay.
And then kind of after that you kind of have a quick review, think about like, have we made the right decision? Like, you've done this in your training as well,
Yeah.
you know all this stuff.
We'll review of it.
We review kind of what we've done. You kind of look thinking, oh, was there someone else we could have gone? But
Okay.
we're happy with what we're doing.
Alright. Well, I'll check out landing performance, I think.
Yeah, and also another thing we need to think about is time.
Yeah.
Obviously, very, very hot on it. We've got 24 tons of fuel right now.
Yeah.
If you look on the fuel page, what's an issue with that?
Well, we could have some imbalance from the left.
Yeah.
What left furthest tank really is number one, main one
Yeah.
tank.
Number one tank.
Could
Obviously,
potentially think about cross feeding over some of that
if
fuel.
we're
we need
like
to, the
happy
minute
there's no
that-
leak or anything like, we could think about that, because
Yeah.
obviously what I can't remember off the top of my head what the max imbalance is that we can accept. So you
Quite
can
a
look
lot.
at that.
We can look at that. So let me make a couple of notes. What I'll do, I'll get the.
But we're not, to be honest though, we're only burning 7.5 an hour right now, so we're not going to be burning that much. That would worry us when we've got an hour left of the flight.
Yeah.
Not even an hour left of the flight, 45 minutes of the flight left.
Okay. All right.
So it shouldn't be an issue, but it's a thing to think about. So obviously we got, so if for example, if we couldn't access that, you would obviously lose 7 tons of fuel.
Yeah.
It's 7, so you've got to think about where the fuel is.
Our endurance is about almost 3/4 of an hour, almost. 40 minutes or so. Quite a bit of endurance then. So in terms of what to do now, so you keep control. I'm happy to keep the radios
Yeah.
to taxiing,
You can
and
do- you can
I'll
get a
find some
landing
landings for us. Okay.
Perfect. How much? So, for example, in the Airbus, you can lose. Sorry, yeah, you could lose all the fuel in one side of your aircraft, in the left, like the left wing. You could still fly fine with full in the right, empty in the left. It would still fly absolutely fine. Like, it's happy to do it. Obviously, doesn't like it, but you can do it. You're looking for imbalance stuff, or
Yeah,
you're
I
looking
found
for.
it. Non-normal configuration landing distance.
So then when we come to the briefing later on, we can then talk about how we're going to do the approach differently, if we're going to do it differently.
Yep.
At the moment, we are all good. Right, what runway are can we expect? There's 3 runways we can expect. And obviously missing some of the stuff, so if we haven't responded to you, sorry. Hordes, hello to you, Unya. Good morning to you. You got the best of work. Nice. Nice tailwinds though. Unfortunately, we've got a lovely headwind at the moment.
Alright, so we
no,
start here with a reference distance, and we work our way through
Exactly.
the different criteria.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go through this now together?
You can do, yeah, so the chat can understand what's going on.
Okay, sure. So we're at the QRH page for the non-normal configuration landing distance.
Yep.
At flap 25.
Yep.
What we're expected to
Makes
do.
sense.
So the way it works, chat, if you can't really see from up there, but we have sort of a table to go across. We're going to be able to, if we're looking through here, dry runway, good reported brake action, we'll be on dry runway.
It'll be a dry runway,
Okay,
yeah.
off the top.
It's not raining at the moment, so.
So we start with a reference distance 1660. 1660, yeah.
Yeah.
So should we write that down?
Go on then.
Should I? I'll write and work through it that way. Kneeboard pilot here, clearly. 1660.
Do you want me to write it?
Yeah, you do it.
I got a pen, it's alright.
Okay, it's the first. Morning OG, morning Victor.
Morning.
1600 meters? Or 1660?
1660, yep.
Yeah.
So the first adjustment we make is a weight adjustment.
Yep.
So the 5 tons above or below 290 kilos, 290,000 kilos. So let's figure out where we are.
240.
Okay,
Under
240 from 290, so we're about 50 tons.
We might less, yeah, more than 50 tons less.
Yeah, okay. So below, so minus 250 from that.
Yeah, minus 250.
Alt adjustment per 1,000 feet above sea level. Add 50. Well, what's the elevation of Beijing? Not very high, is it?
Just disregard the track direct for that heading 330.
What is the elevation? Runway elevation is 90 feet, so
yeah,
no need to add anything for that. Wind adjustment per 10 knot head wind. Well, what have you got on the weather?
So wind is 14 knots, pretty much down as a headwind.
Okay, so we'll say 10 knots. We'll take away 75 meters, so 10 knots. Okay.
Yeah, just doing maths.
Quick maths.
Yeah.
Now the next one, I need to get the performance table up for Beijing, because it requires slope for the runway slope, so... Normally a table of them.
When will we get off? When we've landed into Beijing in approximately half an hour or so, hopefully.
Captain 11 Whiskey, descend and maintain 5,400 meters.
5,400 meters, achieve 11 Whiskey.
Britannia 767, contact Beijing approach.
I'm happy there's probably not going to be much slope.
Yeah, I'm just trying to... There's so many ground planes to sift through. We'll say, I mean, it's very negligible, something about 40 or 50 meters. Sorry, 30, 35 meters difference. Temperature adjustment, so... What would ISA be, Johnny? 15 degrees?
That for us. What's
No. 15 degrees ISA?
No, we don't. I think we're okay.
Well, what's the temperature there at the minute?
15 degrees, so 13 degrees.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll leave it as if it's ISA then.
Yeah.
Not much difference. An approach speed adjustment. So 5 knots above VREF, we add 95 meters. Well, we don't need to go any quicker, do we?
I don't know if there's a thing saying that gives you a determining what your VAP is. Usually, it would be separate. It would be like completely like at the beginning of that section. There's a.
Where's any distance? VREF 10.5. Have a look.
There's no difference.
Yeah, there's no mention of engine.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't do it for the engine.
Okay, so we'll keep it just as
Yeah, so
5
plus,
above
plus
VREF.
5 then.
Yeah, plus 5, so add 95 meters. Cool. And then for reverse thrust adjustment, there is no adjustment if it's 2 reverses or no reverse, so nothing added. That's everything we need. So what's the maths?
So obviously that's without safety margin, so safety factor on it.
Yeah.
That's 1430.
Okay, 1430 with the margin on it.
That's without the margin.
Okay, so what would be the margin?
Times 1.25.
1.2.
1.15 even.
What's that maths? Oh, my headset's stuck in the QRH. Like, don't put me down. There we go. So the two,
Probably about 1650 or so with the 1.15 added on.
the 2 main runways are 3,800 meters each.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll still take a decent amount of auto brake.
Yeah. Of course,
The
yeah, 1
great
reverse
thing
is out.
about-
We'll still have 3 reverses.
Yeah, still got 3
functioning.
reverses.
We'll see. Potentially your wing moment might be a bit
A little bit of Euro moment. So obviously we'll do idle reverse.
Yeah.
There's no need for a full reverse because that introduces controllability issues.
Yeah, indeed. And also, actually, if you think about in terms of an approach, on the approach, we'll be with some trim in as well.
Yeah. So generally, you just kind of once you're stabilised on the approach, because you're obviously going to do the descent with manual thrust on that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
once you're stable on the descent, set that. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Once it's set.
Yeah.
That's where you kind of get it set up nicely.
Is there a reset button or is it just literally okay, so when you're on the ground,
Yes.
would you like me to reset to 0?
I'm,
Leave it as
I'm
it
happy with it as
Okay,
it is.
alright, you can combat that. Okay, so I think we've got everything in, next thing you said was fuel imbalance to have a look at, to see what the max imbalance was.
Yeah.
Track, app box, 11 whiskey.
Yeah, and the great thing about those QRH tables is that invariably you start at the reference distance and then you go through all of that process, you add a bit, you take a bit away, and then you end up with something pretty similar to where you started.
Yeah.
5,700 metres, speed 47 Charlie. Quite low. 5.7.
That's
I feel we're about 100 metres away, 100 miles away.
yeah.
Have you put the approach in?
No, I haven't, because we've been a bit focused
Yeah.
on other things. So let's do that.
748, turn left heading 290.
And normally now, so I'll
Left
bring
heading
it back.
290, close 748.
So yes, don't forget that you can, by donating £5 or more, be entered into a draw for a the 737 or 747 immersion pack from Parallel 42. We'll draw it after this flight.
Right, stay with you for now. Korean 852.
Aristoteles 45. The next flight is to where is it to? I'll find out.
Okay, so fuel
Seoul.
balance 1 to 4.
Yep.
We should run through the check. Can you say the radios again?
Yeah, I've got the radios.
Okay.
1471, descend to maintain 7,800
Okay, so the condition is that there's a fuel imbalance of 1.3 tons between main tanks 1 and 4.
Yep.
Yeah. Objective to decide if a fuel leak is suspected, balance fuel leak is not suspected. Well, we don't think it's the fuel leak, do we?
No.
We think it's because we're not using engine number 1.
Since we started having all the issues, that
Yeah.
hasn't gone down.
Yeah, still at 6.8. Everything else to burn is normal.
Yeah.
What we'd expect.
447, Charlie, turn left heading 270.
Turn left heading 270, 247 Charlie.
I turned it down so much.
It's okay, left 270. Okay. So if an engine has low fuel flow and unusual engine indications, a fuel imbalance may show due to engine damage instead of a fuel leak. Well, yeah, we have engine damage in theory, but we shut it down, so we know that.
Yeah.
Fuel imbalance 1.4 may be caused by an engine fuel leak. Okay, we know that. We know it's a fuel imbalance.
Yeah.
Okay, step 5. There is no indication of engine fuel leak, so configure the fuel pumps and crossfeed valves as needed to balance fuel. Okay, so you want to move fuel from main 1 across, right?
Yeah, 1
So
to everything else.
Fuel crossfeed
Yeah.
on.
And also,
Let's see what that does.
yeah.
Actually, we don't need the overrides, do we? This one as well? Both sides. There you go.
You can also you can also turn off the pumps in 4 as well if you want, because it sorts the balance out.
So we could close these and feed from other tanks.
So, yeah, you can do.
Exactly.
Do we need to do that? You want to do that?
Can do, yeah.
Okay. 4's coming off.
Now 1 is fueling 4, so then 1 will go down, 4 won't.
Yeah.
These two aren't so bad if they're different, because well,
It's the
the
moment, isn't it? Okay. So fuel tank to engine, fuel pump 4 aft and forward as expected, and fuel balance 1 to 4 as well.
yeah.
And then when fuel balancing is complete, we'll resume normal fuel management. So we'll keep this page open if you're happy with
So
that.
yeah, once that levels, you can just turn the crossfeed. Sorry, turn them back on.
Yeah. If you're happy with that, I'll keep this page open.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on it. Okay. And I won't clear those, just so we have it in the back of my
I have
mind.
realised obviously we're in the descent now,
Yeah.
so if you wanted to swap over,
Okay, well I've just finished that.
yeah.
Obviously a bit abnormal. Have you put the approach, the star in?
We didn't really have much of a
Okay.
chance to do that, so.
Do you mind if you hold on to it and I'll put the star in for us?
Do that, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we're slightly, like, within about 10 minutes behind schedule, which is not bad going. 10 minutes in the real world is absolutely nothing at all.
Just got our flight plan open, see what it says first, star. To be honest, we haven't really had a chance to think about an approach briefly.
Right turn 360 degrees, speedbird 47 Charlie.
Box 9 Zulu Alpha is what it reckons. ILS 36 left or 36 right. Should we guess? What did the ATIS say? I think it said both.
It's all of them. 36 left, 36 right, 01.
Okay, I'm going to just put in 36 left because it's something for us just to filler. And obviously we'll need to confirm that closer.
Comfort 1, Victor Bravo, descend to maintain 5,100 meters.
Descend to maintain 5,100 meters, Tom Jet 1 Victor Bravo.
Try 1471, descend to maintain 5,400 meters. Try 1471, descend to maintain 5,400 meters.
Oh, we don't need 441, I don't think.
No.
Cool.
Well, it does have it, so
It's already in there, I think.
yeah, we'll see what happens. We just join up.
Giant 1471, Beijing control.
Giant 1471, go ahead.
Giant 1471, descend to maintain 5,400 meters.
Okay, that's all set up approach-wise.
Cool.
Minimum was 330 if you want to set it on your side. And then we'll go for an approach checklist and I'll take over. Or descent checks.
Yeah, do you want to do the speeds as well?
47 Charlie, track direct to Avbox.
Avbox, speed 47 Charlie.
Oh, you now, Nav. There we go.
Control, good morning.
Okay.
Descending to
We agreed on 3.
10,000.
I'm going to put the seatbelts on if you're happy with
Yeah,
that.
no worries, sounds good to me.
Seatbelts on.
Lima 716, Beijing control to contact.
And I'll just check the 25 speed we want, yeah?
Quebec 9 Charlie.
You're going to do the calculation.
Oh, of course, yeah, sorry.
700 meters.
So it's 1.1 less. So 236.2.
Perfect.
That gives us 25,145 as it is there.
Cool.
Okay,
Lovely.
cool. Well, the descent checks, I suppose, will be a bit late, but we can maybe run through, just have a look.
Yeah, please.
Recall.
Is...
Well, just, donation.
That's from before.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't cleared.
Auto brake.
Giant 1471.
Is 3.
Landing data.
Got VREF 145 and Barrow 330.
Yep. And approach briefing.
Completed.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Descent check's complete. Happy to take over from you the descent if you'd like.
Absolutely. I'm just going to bring the power back because I realise we're slightly high now. So
Okay.
even though I think it's just a restriction on the way down. So
Yeah.
right. So I'll let you have control.
Okay. I have control. Your radios.
My radios. Feet on the rudders because I had a little bit. I was holding it.
Shadow Mike Gaming, good morning. We are Speedbird 47 Charlie.
06. Sorry, say again for Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Beaver 47 Charlie, contact. Approach 120, that's
1206 Speedbird 47 Charlie, good zip. Approach, hello Speedbird 47 Charlie, we're descending 5,700 meters towards Avbox.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, heavy Beijing approach, radar contact, follow Avbox 9er Zulu Alpha arrival, standby for runway.
Avbox 9 is Zulu and we'll stand by for the runway.
Okay,
Speedbird 47 Charlie.
that's already in there. Avbox 9 Zulu Alpha. So that's all good.
Cool.
Of course, we are a little bit high, but I'm just going to leave it as it is for the time being, see what's going on.
Yeah.
We have a bit of a restriction there. We are just about in balance. I don't know whether it might be worth telling HC. I don't think it's a big deal really telling them.
Not really much need.
Yeah, exactly.
811 heavy contact to tower 118.5, bye-bye.
So, we are just on our way into Beijing then, about 15, 20 minutes or so out. Fingers crossed. So, if you're joining us this morning on the stream, who here is new to the stream? Is anybody here who's not watched us before?
Descend and maintain 2,100 meters, Britannia 767 heavy.
Because we like to get to know the our customers, as it were, or our viewers. JP Braz, that guy 2502, Twitchy Boom, Blindas, Alaskan, lovely to see you all. Hope you're enjoying it. Harris Lewis
What's the last name?
45,
230?
person in the mirror.
Who is that?
Rasovica.
That's just
That guy
telling you your best
2582,
speed
thanks so
at-
much for the
at that.
follow.
Oh, right, got it. The imbalance, we monitor it. It is actually decreasing now, gone down by 200 kilos on that
Yeah,
main one tank.
it's not
JP
going
Rest,
to
thanks
change
for the
much
follow.
now.
Yeah, especially when we're at idle, really.
Yeah. So when we get a bit closer, I'll probably just switch the full speed, sorry, those back on once we start kind of
Yeah,
full
just
again.
put back in some sort of normal
Abel
configuration.
Spitman, thanks for the follow.
We should lose that caption fairly soon because
Yeah.
when they get within 1.3.
Just because obviously we don't like, if we don't turn them back on, you've lost that 5 tons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's,
But we could keep the crossfeed on.
yeah, get the cost speed on.
Just turn main
Yeah.
4 on. That way we've got access to all our fuel.
Yes.
CM Skies, lovely to have you with us consistently this year. That's good, and lovely to have you back as well. Good to have you with us. Mark LDS 767, great, welcome on board.
You get the star.
Older Buffalo,
Is that right?
morning or evening to you. Person in the mirror, good to see you, and glad that you've been enjoying us.
Does go.
Checked.
9 Zulu Alpha, was it?
Yeah, I've boxed 9 Alpha.
Box over here. Box between 177, so already.
Shadow Mike Gaming, my first world flight. We all remember our first time.
Britannia 767 Heavy, maintain 2,100 meters, for glide to clear flights approach, line
I'll go
36
down
right.
to some below us.
Seesaws, hello again.
Maintain 2,100 meters, cleared for Alice runway 36 right, Britannia 767 Heavy.
Beaver 47 Charlie Heavy, direct to Alpha, correction, landing runway 36 right, direct to Alpha, Alpha 492.
But to Alpha 492, expecting 36 right, speedboat 47 Charlie. You want me to do that for you?
Yeah,
Beaver
sorry.
47 Charlie Heavy, just confirm 36 right, and then descend and maintain 3,000.
Twitchy Boom, almost 2M. Want to see this interesting landing? Yes, don't we all?
3,600 meters and 36 right for landing, speedboat 47 Charlie.
Yes, Alpha 492 first, please.
北京海南馆6东方，
海南馆6东方，北京，yeah.
海南馆6东方，我们没有跑到3右左，我们可以申请
Thank you very much.
3右或东央号码。
We'll go 36 right as well, please.
Yeah, that's
You should confirm the minimum when you get the chance.
谢谢您呢，我们可以接受3右海南馆6东方。
收到了，您先按36做准备。
好的，谢谢。
Mark, I bet you do. Bill Open 20, hello. Love to have you with us. And yeah, so
Thank you very
the
much.
people that you're hearing, the guys talking to are real people. And there's a bit more information about VATSIM, which is the network which we're connected to on the link below. So if you're just joining us, if you've just woken up perhaps here in the UK and you've just joined the stream, you'll see that the guys have had a little bit of a spot of bother with engine 1. They've had to shut it down, which is unfortunate for Johnny, because now the Layth is going to have to fly the approach on 3 engines, and Johnny's going to have to fly the landing on 3 engines.
It's going to be fun. And who do we have to blame for that? It's always the sky gods blaming and causing issues.
Well, over 20. I'm good, thanks. Hope you're doing well.
Maintain 4,200 meters.
VS a little bit.
Yeah, no worries.
Don't want to get terribly low, especially on 3. Loads of power needed.
4,300 meters, John 147.
Might bring the speed back, that's alright with you.
Britannia 767.
Like, yeah.
Heavy contact to tower 118.5. Bye bye.
A little bit low.
Britannia 767 Heavy, bye-bye.
Happy to clear all that nonsense.
Yeah, please. We have the page open anyway. Oh, I think that's...
Beijing approach, Aussie 121, maintaining 5,700 meters today.
Taxi 121 Heavy Beijing approach, radar contact, follow F-Box 9er, Zulu Alpha arrival, standby for runway.
F-Box 9, Zulu Alpha approach.
It's gonna be odd because we're gonna finish in here. It's daylight, and it's daylight outside now.
Is it?
When it's 7 o'clock. It's
Oh
gonna be
wow.
getting light.
I got up at 3:30. I actually woke up because of Fraser this morning about 1 o'clock. I was like, oh, it must be 4 o'clock already. Nope, it's 1. Oh. Brill. This is your last flight then, Simon, for the night?
Yes, very much so. I think James Brierley will be
Brierley's
taking
going
over.
back.
Oh good, I won't get any failures from him then.
Don't want another failure, do you? You don't want failure as a captain.
I don't want failures, captain, exactly. I mean, yesterday I flew through a CB on final approach, so I think that's enough for me for the week.
3,100 meters to the glide slope, cleared on approach runway 36 right, 921 whiskey.
Although I've heard there's some rumblings that Adam Markley wants to donate, so I have to land blindfolded. Oh, Victor, you're going to miss the landing.
Victor, see you later.
Yeah. Have a good day at school. Hopefully we'll see you after school. Take care, mate. Have a good day.
Jet 1471 heavy, landing runway 36 right.
I mean, it's practically straight in, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice work. Splendid job. Hopefully some of you guys that sort of struggled to depart Shanghai will join us in Beijing for our next leg. I don't actually know where I'm going, to be honest. I'm not very prepared.
You're captain as well. How do you not know where you're going?
I don't, who's the FO? I think it's Gary, actually.
Oh, I've just realised. No, I thought we were being stupid, but we weren't.
Johnny, what are we giving away this sector?
So we're giving away, once we land and get the engine shut down, we're giving away a copy of either, it's for the winners to decide, a copy of the 737 immersion or 747 immersion for the PMDG, which is made by Parallel 42, who recently started doing selling everything through Orbex, so you've probably seen their products on their website. How's to go? So it's the one that it gives them all the lovely special effects, so like the lovely rain effects, and exterior model and stuff, and like rain dripping off the wings and stuff. So it's all those visual effects.
Very, very nice.
Which that they do look really nice. So yeah, the winner, which will be picked from the Urn of Joy,
Pot of Pleasure.
the Pot of Pleasure will be. They'll have a choice between the 7.3 and the 7.4, and then if the one that's not chosen, we'll go back into the prize pots ready for a flight later on in the week. So all you need to do to get your name in here is to donate a minimum of £5, and then then your name will print out here, and we'll put you in the pots, and we'll pick once the engines are shut down. Eric, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
And every penny of your donation, of course, goes to our charity that we're supporting this year, the Lullaby Trust.
Of course, very worthy cause.
Cabin's ready.
Checked.
I just realised as well that these are going down, these aren't, because obviously fuel from 1 is still going into 2 and 3.
1 second. It was saturated with rudder trim. Yeah. So.
I'll just go to. That's what we got. Those on.
Okay.
118.5,
Any lower than this will need to start the QNH. We're literally at the transition level right now.
We are at transition level, yeah. Which way hasn't given us one yet?
Yeah.
last station time 6 contact.
Charlie 012, requesting arrival.
So we are 45 miles away, so we're looking pretty good on altitude at the moment. So that's good.
And we're meant to land in 4 minutes time. We're not that far behind. We've got 3 engines, so. I know you said just keep the rudder trim where it is, but we're hoping for a CDA.
No. Once we're down, once you're on the approach.
On the approach, yeah, of course, yeah.
2,100 meters, turn right heading 090.
I'll probably reduce the speed back to 250 now.
Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. Let's go 250.
Sleeper 47 Charlie Heavy, descend and maintain 2,100 meters, QNH 1025.
3,100 meters, QNH 1025, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
2-1. It was 2-1, I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Can you just confirm with him?
I will do. Didn't correct me.
Beijing approach, conducting air channel 150 heavy.
Oh yeah, because 3,100 won't be much, will it? But I will double check.
Yeah.
Advise information.
Is that QNH?
Stroke 6361.
QNH 1026, give, that's passing 12,000 pretty much now.
Checked.
Air channel 150 to having confirmed the route procedure is Mbox 090.
Air channel 150 to having a truck.
Roger, standing by for the landing runway, air channel 150.
Gone fully to idle, so we want to be right there.
Yeah.
Honda 748, descend and maintain 1,800 meters, expedite.
Rog, technically, yeah. So I guess you're burning about 2 tons an hour less, give or take.
2,400 meters, QNH 1025.
Captain.
Thank you. I think it's
To you.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, just confirm it was 3,100 meters?
500 meters.
500 meters, okay.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, just confirm our cleared level?
4,500 meters,
Yes.
landing runway 36 left.
I'm visual. I'm going to take 3-1, I think. 2-1.
I think it's 3,100 meters.
Think.
Quebec Mike Charlie 012, landing runway 36 right.
And Speedbird 47 Charlie, just confirm our cleared level was 3,100?
36 right.
Oh my god.
I think that was it.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, maintain 2,100 meters.
2,000.
3,100.
Approach, runway
2.
36 right.
Seesaws, well, that is the
3,100
wonderful
meters,
thing about VATSIM.
Until established on ILS for 36 right, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
I haven't got. I think he said 2 again.
Just confirm 36 right, not 36 left.
Yeah. 36 right, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Yes.
We're going to be really high. Yeah, we're going to be too high. Look, it's 6-8.
Alright, descend then.
I haven't got a clue. Let's go to 2-1.
And we need to slow down.
Lap 5.
The 5?
Yeah.
Lap 1. I'll do.
Go to 5.
And Twitchy Boom, £5. Good luck. Thank you very much, Twitchy Boom.
We'll go to, let's go to 180 knots.
Yeah. Because you think about it, we are 30 miles out right now, so yeah. So
Oh. Okay, yeah, lap 1 will be fine for now.
not descending. You need to click it out, yeah.
Kiva 716 heavy, Beijing approach, radar.
Yeah,
Lap
lap
5.
5.
Follow Duma, Niner, Zulu.
Can I keep the speed, just get the descent going?
Yeah,
No.
it's fine.
You're on the localizer.
Duma 90 Alpha arrival, give a 716.
My Charlie 012, continuing the track 360.
Yeah, everyone here's heard 2,100.
He didn't respond either time to me saying 3,100.
To be fair,
He did not correct me
in
either
the
time.
subsequent transmissions, they were very unclear.
It's
alright. I couldn't make it out. 1025 now, Johnny. Is that 1025?
Yeah.
Sorry, it gets close to that glide path, right? Lock GS. I haven't got a DME.
Quite a lot of the time we don't seem to get them.
Just to confirm, we are on 36 rights for frequency.
Yes. Yeah, it's correct.
Perfect.
Donation,
2,400 meters,
another one.
Yes, if you're just joining
Use
us,
engine one
maybe
on
Simon can
reverse.
explain the failure.
Well, I mean, the reverser may or may not be unlocked. There's an indication that the reverser is unlocked. But more significantly than that, the oil, there was a bit, the oil temperature went up a bit, and then the oil pressure went down rather a lot. And the upshot of all of these is that they've had to shut engine 1 down.
And DJ Panther, £5. All the best, gents. Hashtag blame Simon.
About 20
Good,
miles.
good morning.
Yeah. So far out still.
No
Yeah,
need
so
to
there's no need to really
apologise,
bring the
Lancer.
speed.
185 to go 47 Charlie, goodbye.
Morning, Miriam. Hello. Hope you're ready for your flight this morning.
Tower, good afternoon, speedbird 47 Charlie, ILS 36 right.
Super 47 Charlie.
Angle Tinker, good morning.
Can you approach?
Okay, I'm going to bring the speed bets about for that 5 speed. I am starving.
So 36 right is the one in the middle. Just the one
Yeah,
where
because
I
01
waved
to
at.
next to it.
Yeah.
G'day, g'day. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello,
You're joining us for Johnny's 3-engine landing after not sleeping for the last
After
24
not
hours.
sleeping, yeah.
I'll try and put it nicely in trim for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, it'd be nice if I was on speed, wouldn't it? Let's get the speed back first.
Do something crazy. We're already landing on one engine off.
Very early for you, Miriam. 8 AM. Flying on your staff travel today. There's the speed going back. Stop the trend. Hold the speed. My multi-crew training did the 320 with manual thrust. But it does it so well by itself. Why are we playing with it? It's always like you need to stop the trend arrow first, then try and fine
tune it. Yeah.
That's the main click, is stopping the trend arrow. Trim. I always feel so severe in the 7-4 doing that.
He's doing this.
It felt quite severe at cruise when it happened.
I think that's because a 100 knot crosswind didn't help.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay, so coming up to about 10 miles or so, so I'll go flap 10, please. I'm going to try and get it early, just to get everything in trim.
Yeah, because we're 30 miles out, so it's, yeah, doing alright.
And we'll hold that to maybe about 5 miles or so. Have you called tower?
Yep.
Twitchy Beam, no, I'm not. That will
per
be
seconds, please,
Nightbot.
sorry.
So I don't know what you wrote,
Altimeters.
but
1025.
it's, I presume it's something that's, I see.
4,000 initial.
Thanks so much, Johnny, Miriam says.
Hello, John 1471.
Right, let's get the go around. Right. 3940. So.
Beijing Tower, John 1471.
Oh, there you go, Johnny. Miriam saying thanks so much.
Continue approach, John 1471.
Oh, the trend arrow, yes.
No, about the staff travel.
Oh,
Saying thank you.
I'm looking too far down. I'm looking at
Oh,
the
right,
Fat
okay.
Charlie thing.
Okay, we're going up to about 10 miles.
Oh yes, Miriam, no worries. I just seen the message.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
I'm been tired now.
Alright, we're so close to getting a sleep.
I know.
Yeah, this close to
Sleep
going
is
for
over
sleep.
there.
I won't call or go around or anything, don't worry, no matter how bad we get. On speed, on glide path.
Yes.
Get a rad out at about,
Very surely.
yeah, a couple of miles maybe. A mile or so. Very lovely day in Beijing. Look at those mountains over there. Bloody hell.
Lovely over there.
Wouldn't want to go near them.
No. Let's
Or
not do
those
that.
ones there either. I don't know which direction we're going. Oh, and the ones right ahead.
Yeah, it's
Brilliant.
just
Mountains.
everywhere.
Oh,
Look at- they're everywhere.
oh, they are everywhere. I just looked out the window for the first time.
Right. That is where we're at. 8 miles.
Radio altimeter.
There
Good,
she
that's
is.
about right.
Looking right, yep. Gear?
8
Gear.
miles.
I know someone in the chat saying gear.
8 miles.
What
Don't
about
need
the
the
gear? The backseat pilot.
What a crab. Oh, that's only a few degrees. It's not that bad actually.
We have got a bit of wind from the left as well.
A little bit of wind, yeah.
I guess they sort of counteract. No, they both want to push that way, don't they? Yeah. Never mind. Double whammy. Okay. About 6 miles. Let's go gear down flap 20, please.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, runway 36 right to the left.
We land 36 right, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Perfect.
How than you think.
Yeah. Flap 25.
That's 25.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Speed brake.
Is... Oh, well, down, not armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
25.
Cabin report.
Received.
Landing check speed, clear to land.
Clear to land. Land 3.
Okay.
Pyro is nothing, wait for Takeoff. That will be fun, I think.
I'll try and get it perfectly on speed for you. 5,000. Otherwise you're going to have to be managing.
Three whites, it's all looking good.
Clearance we have, yeah?
Yeah, we have clearance.
Perfect, we're literally on the edge of the
Clearance
rudder trim right now. If you look down there, we're on the edge.
Oh, good.
We're on 10 units.
1,000 visual manland. I have control.
You have control of my radios.
121, grey, establish on.
Christ, I see what you mean by you on the rudders as well.
Yeah, I was on the rudder a little bit.
New approach or the 121.
There's nothing for you because you have no idea where the runway is.
I've got a pillar in the way. We're looking good so far.
No problem.
Which means I'm going to get 0 on the landing because look at the localizer and look at the runways.
It's okay.
50 above. Decide.
Morning, Pete. Just in time.
100. 50. 30. 20.
I don't care. I'm on the runway.
Okay, strength up, reverse normal. Accelerating. We'll make it to the right, I guess, or left?
We'll go right.
Go right, yeah. Britannia's over there. 80 knots. Off for the next high speed if you like.
Yeah, forward idle, please.
Forward idle. Score 0.01%.
Which I'll take because the runway it thinks is over there.
Forward adds, all wheels are on the tarmac just about.
Yep.
That's all we need. I don't think the PCN counts the outside the white line, but we don't have to worry about that. Okay, yeah, forward idle. There you are.
Beijing Tower, good afternoon, Project 1 Victor Bravo, left, 36 left. Which station? Say call sign, please. Tom Jet 1 Victor Bravo. Tom Jet 1 Victor Bravo, continue approach 36 right. Just confirm we're on the ILS runway 36
That's a bit harsh. That was a crappy landing. He only had 3 engines and he's all slept for
And a
24 hours.
crosswind and I've not slept.
Yeah, and a 20 knot crosswind on top of that.
Continue approach runway 36 left.
It's not easy to land this sim.
No, this thing is very strange to land.
47 Charlie, contact for 121 Abraham.
118, confirm 47 Charlie?
So.
147 in 3,
Oh, I guess.
9 meters.
748 being run.
Call 748, go ahead.
Can you use the north stand on your itinerary?
Wait here till... Hello, plane to my left.
Get your printout.
Yeah.
Any landing you can crawl away from is a good landing, absolutely. And yeah, I think in fairness, the PSX localizer was not entirely lined up with the runway.
Yeah, please. Which doesn't help when the wind is pushing you away from it anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
No.
Beijing ground, hello, speed 47 Charlie, vacated Golf 7.
Sleeper 7 Mike Lima, standby. And FedEx 5924, you are taken to the Alpha 8 now, and I told you hold short of the Alpha 8. Sorry about that. FedEx 5924.
Oh, the FedEx
now
messed
on
up.
Alpha 8.
Oh, that's not...
5924, you have to contact to tower now on 118.5. Cross runway and contact me again, okay? For the contact tower 118.5, FedEx 5924. Sleeper 47 Charlie, Beijing ground.
Go ahead.
Taxi via Golf 7 Hotel Yankee 1 to gate 529.
As you Golf 7 Hotel Yankee 1, stand 529, so 47 Charlie, thanks.
Wait, it's 39.
Golf 7.
315 contact tower 118.
Hotel on the right.
Oh.
Donation, thank you, we'll get to it in a sec, just figure out where we are. Hotel Yankee 1.
Yeah, yeah, all things considered, it was a good job, of course. The record books will not show that the ILS was several hundred yards offset, and there were only 3 engines. The record books will just show 0.01%.
Yankee 1 was it? Yeah.
Yes, Yankee 1, and then 529.
Oh yeah, it's just on the left in a minute. Yeah.
Let's have a look at the donation. DJ Panther, £5, not too shabby team. Had the doubts of a landing on the holding point, but you walked away from it, that's all that matters. Exactly. And DJ Panther, you get another entry there into the pot of pleasure and of joy to win yourself an immersion pack, either 737 or 747 from, I really cannot rip these, and I always get bullied for this by Fraser. There we go. Landing report, you can frame that if you like. Another Franco Jam, £20. Johnny, you made it. Yep. Hi, Simon. And you can exclude me from the spot. Thanks, Franco Jam. And Simon, that's a hello for you as well.
Thank you.
Lights
Thank
off,
you.
please. Turn on to stand. Thank you.
Want a blind Aiden? No one, is it? Yes, the 7.4 can easily fly with 3 engines. Unless Johnny's flying.
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding. It's a great effort.
361 contact tower 118.
Bus. Stop.
Bye, bus.
New Zealand 361.
It's a lovely scenery, isn't it?
All on that.
It is very
The
nice.
Britannia boys.
Contact 100 contact tower 118.
Not bad little scenery at
Lovely
all.
scenery.
Disarm the doors.
Camera crew, thank you. Doors to Manu and cross check. Thank you very much. Thank you.
There's usually no engine. Well, there is usually a Worldflight challenge, and I don't know if there is one this year actually, or at least one hasn't. I'm not sure that one's been planned yet,
It's on continent
and it's still early days.
God, I got that one as well.
Okay. These two.
5924, not calling you hold position, thank you. For the hold position, FedEx 5924.
Shut down, please.
Shut down the other engines.
RS100, go ahead. Contact tower 118.5, good day. 118.5, good day, thanks. Qantas 100. 34, Beijing ground.
Students, what, go ahead.
34, taxi via...
Morning, Odds and Talks.
Runway 36 right.
I'll let you do transponder and the ice controller.
365, Stevens 4, thank you.
FedEx 5924, Beijing ground. Go ahead.
Cool. Shutdown checklist?
Yes, please.
Parking brake.
On, set.
Hydraulic demand pumps.
Off.
Oh, sorry, yeah, fuel pumps.
Off.
Beacon
is off.
Doors.
Manual.
Fuel control.
Off.
Transponder
Is off standby. Sorry, off 2000.
Seatbelt signs.
off.
Shutdown check is complete. You can now go to sleep.
I can go to sleep.
Okay, everyone, thank you very much for joining us in that sector. I'm just going to
you.
put this down. We do have a
There's just
price.
one thing to do before you go to
Go on,
sleep,
Simon.
which Johnny is absolutely right.
Let's do this.
But
I
yeah,
was
draw
going to say
it.
was to draw
Yeah, of course.
the winner.
Yeah, we do. So, Johnny, you want to do it? Go on, Mr. Captain.
Beijing ground, Korean 317 by 220, ready for push and
Have
start.
a name, and the name is Twitchy Boom. Funny that when the other
Twitch
rest of the
Boom.
events. Twitchy Boom, congrats. Well,
Congratulations.
yeah, congrats to you. You've won either the 7.3 or the 7.4. Which one would you like?
Yeah,
A
you can pick.
choice.
You don't have to decide now. You have time. Just let us know as soon as possible so we can
Yeah,
put
let's
the other
know
one
as soon
back
as
in the
possible
pot for
so we
someone
can
else
put it back
at
in the
a
pot.
later date.
Pushback road for 36 left,
So are you
we want
still
to
here,
facing
Twitchy Boom?
north or south?
Prefer south.
Yeah, no one cares about that, really. Not nowadays, it's fine. It's only people like
317,
yourself who work
Twitchy
on the
Boom wants a 7.4.
He wants 7.4, perfect.
Thank you very
Even
much, Twitchy Boom. So
Twitchy Boom, so if
3
you-
will go back into the pot for
Yes.
later in the week potentially.
So, Twitchy Boom, if you fill in the prizes form, which I think Simon will put in the chat, and then we'll
Yep.
send you a message just to send you a message just to make sure you've got everything.
There you go, Briley. That'll shut you up.
There we are. Simon's already done it. So yes, Twitch Boom, congrats everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. There's still 283 of you, even at 7:20 in the morning. It's not really gone down much overnight, so absolutely crazy viewer numbers. So yes, thank you all very much.
So yeah, it's time for Johnny to sleep. I'm going to have some breakfast. I'll be back with you
I'm gonna
very
go to
shortly
sleep.
for a flight to...
Simon's gonna go to bed too.
Sorry?
Simon's gonna go to bed too.
Oh, Simon as well. Simon, thank you very much for the last couple of sectors that you've done. Anything you want to say to the chat before you go?
Thank you. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you again soon.
There you go.
Thank you, Simon.
Perfect. I'll be back with an FO who I'm not aware of yet. I think it's probably Gary. I think it is Gary. We're flying to Seoul in South Korea. But for now, we'll leave you with the turnaround screen. We should see you in the next half an hour or so. Departing 7:55, so about half an hour from now. Alright, guys. See you shortly.
Bye.
Bye, Simon. Thanks, mate.
Aussie 121, apologies, say again.
You don't have the new scenario of Beijing, right?
We do have it. We don't have it.
Aussie 121, take to your north stand by your own trace, and warning the traffic on the south of you.
Copy that to the north end, Aussie 121.
Beijing ground, Echo 152, stand 227, session start.